Summerville Bears football back in action at Thorstead Field. Levi Flores, Justin Flores, and the Waterford Wildcats coming up to Summerville and tried to defeat Summerville for the first time this season. This is Summerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp pregame show live from Thorstead Field. The Summerville Bears 2-0 on the season, defeating the Gustine Reds 42-9. In last week, what we missed, the Dos Palos Broncos, a victory for the Summerville Bears, a shocking victory for them as they defeated a Division V school. Let's take a look at what they did last week. This starting off the game, Summerville striking first. Dean Trimoloni, a touchdown reception deep down the right side of the field. Leveros had to scramble out and connected just in that corner. Got his feet in bounds. Here's another look from a different angle. Dean Trimoloni, the star receiver that Summerville has this year. As you see that ball flicked from Leveros. Great precision finding the open man, but Dos Palos close to return. There's a quick rushing touchdown from them. Right up the middle, basically walking into the end zone, tackled a little bit late, but then Summerville right back with it. Number 2, Austin Hike, with a touchdown reception of his own. Summerville favoring those corners as they can't get in the middle of the field.
Nice to see them throwing in the air.
Then here's a kick return from Dos Palos, all the way 99 yards, the farthest you can go in high school football. Breeze past every single Bear, and that was Tristan Barajas, a last-ditch effort, try to take down the kick returner, but able to go all the way 99 yards. They muffed the kick return, somehow picked it up before it got into the end zone. And then back at it, the next possession that they have, scoring again to make it 21-14. But of course, Braylon Leveros showing off his legs from the left hash, going all the way around the edge, about 25 yards for the touchdown.
What a run.
This was a shocker as well. The special teams able to get in, block the extra point attempt, so Dos Palos stays on top by at least one until this. Another rushing touchdown from the Broncos, piling their way through. The defense of Summerville just couldn't get the stop fast enough. Kai Elkins this time inside the red zone, pushing his way in 28-26, but then they go for the 2-point conversion, try to make up for that lost point, and Kai Elkins, the holder, threw a pass. It was caught, but he couldn't get the foot inside. Then right back at it, Summerville, they score again, take the lead, 32-28. Braylon Leveros using his legs again, rushing for the touchdown. They're on top, and Kai Elkins will rush for the 2-point conversion, make up as many points as possible. In Summerville, they get the game-winning stop here off an incomplete pass. The Dos Palos Broncos needed that one. They could have won the game if they scored another touchdown, but the final minute comes down to Summerville winning 34-28 in the end.
Nice to see some recap there since we were not able to be at the game and broadcast it live, and to see Summerville actually put up some offense that was really balanced. You know, they were in the air for the first couple of touchdowns and then on the ground able to score against a very tough team, Dos Palos. We were on paper saying, this is going to be the team. This is going to be the team that's going to give them a nice stretch. It's going to prepare them for league and all. And it just looked like it was down to the wire there, a barn burner as they call them. And kind of cool to see that Summerville was able to get some yards in the air as well as on the ground and put the ball in the end zone at the same time. Good series of plays.
We'll talk about the game coming up in just a few moments. The 2-0 Summerville Bears against the 1-1 Waterford Wildcats. When you are looking for a custom home, Caldera Construction has you covered. From the shores of Lake Tolek to the mountain corridor of 108. We have been building custom homes in Tuolumne and Calaveras counties for over 20 years. Along with new home construction, we also do additions, decks, and remodels. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Robert Caldera Construction or our website at rcaldera.com. That's rcaldera.com. And of course, go Bears!
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you.
This is what's considered a payback game for the Summerville Bears. When we look back at last season, the 2021-2022 season opening game, Summerville was supposed to play, I believe it was Galt, here at Thorstead Field. We had a local fire, and it was forced to go play at Galt, but then the weather didn't permit us to play the game because of bad air quality. So we never played that game, and Summerville ended up traveling to Waterford for the first game of the season, and it was a 35-28 loss for Summerville. But it doesn't end there. The story doesn't end there. In the playoffs of last season, 8 games later, Summerville traveled back to Waterford in what seemed to be a payback game then, but Summerville still fell to Waterford at a 48-25 loss, and those are the only 2 meetings known between these teams since before 2005. So 0-2, Summerville comes into this, but they also come into it 2-0 on the season.
Yeah, right. Yeah, let's not confuse anybody. They're 0-2 against Waterford, and here they are at home finally getting the game that we should have had. And so time for retribution, if you will. Summerville coming in 2-0 after a tough win against Dos Palos last week, and so we're looking forward to a really good one here today. However, Waterford, how many returning players from their previous teams are coming back?
Well, Waterford, last season they had 28 players, and only 10 of those players are returning, and only 2 of them are skilled players, one of them being the starting quarterback, Caleb Hilton.
Who was a running back before, which tells you if he's now a quarterback, might be looking for a lot of quarterback sneaks, a lot of quarterback. You decide what you're going to do quarterback. So looking forward to this game.
Summerville will be kicking off right to left, and Waterford will start with the ball first. And we will head to the national anthem in just a moment.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you all.
Our Tree Service is a local family-owned and operated business specializing in meeting fire clearance requirements, hazardous tree removal, and emergency jobs. With over 20 years experience, our employees are safe, knowledgeable, and professional. Voted 2021's Best of 209 by 209 Multimedia, we're happy to provide our customers with quality work at affordable rates. Proud to offer discounts to veterans. Call today to schedule your free estimate. 209-559-0124. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362.
Hey Bears fans, Sindelar Plumbing, a local family-owned business, is proud to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. If you find yourself needing a plumber, call us first. A simple faucet installation, a new energy-efficient water heater, or a new residential and commercial plumbing project, we will help with them all. With over 20 years of plumbing experience, look no further than Sindelar Plumbing for solutions to all your plumbing needs.
This is a commercial. From the video to the sounds of nature, the music, the words on the screen, the transitions, me, the voice saying these words. This is a commercial. Justin Flores Productions. Audio, video, and all your media needs. They make commercials like this one.
Game 3 of the season. Summerville 2-0 to start back at Thorstead Field. Try to pay back the Waterford Wildcats for what they endured last year. Here's Dean Tremoloni take the kickoff, start the game.
The sun's gone behind the mountains and the hills. There's a little bit of a shade, but don't let it fool you. 94 degrees at kickoff time here in Tuolumne, California.
I want to apologize once again last week for not being here with you, but even the nights are better now that we are here with you. And a good stop to start the game, number 8. Phoenix Barajas making the tackle at about the 35-yard line, and that's where the Waterford Wildcats will start the game. And coming out is their quarterback, Caleb Hilton.
Kick returner there, grabbing it on the run in full stride from the 25, got only 9 yards before being stopped, and that's not an easy thing to do when you got a guy running at full bore down. So here come the Wildcats in their first possession from their own 34.
If you join me for the junior varsity game, this is similar formation for what we saw. And a quick tackle and takedown. No flags were thrown out there. I'm kind of surprised for a horse collar tackle.
Saw a couple of those couple weeks ago at on the same location here at Thorstead Field. Some missed, some called. Is it really? Is it not? That one sure did look like got a hand underneath there, Jaden Hardy.
2nd and 10 for Waterford now. We'll go through the keys of the game in just a moment as Caleb Hilton will have the split backs. 2 receivers to the right, 1 wide receiver to the left. Here's a snap, takes it himself, and only a half a yard gain, just like you said. Caleb Hilton, former running back last year, and this year becoming that quarterback. You're not sure what he is going to do.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of him on the ground running it because he was their star running back, and now they move him into quarterback position, which means he's probably got good eyes to look upfield, looking for options, but more than likely, most plays are probably designed. Everybody, block, I'm running.
For Waterford, their keys of the game, we'll go through them quickly. Control the game, they're going to run a lot. 2 out of every 3 plays, they're going to be running the ball. Rushes, run the clock, and score and take time. As long as you score and you take the time off the clock, control time of possession, you're going to be just fine. Here's a reception down the right sideline. A pack of Bears make the stop. It's number 22, Jaden Hardy, with the initial hit, but they're going to move the chains for first down.
Eli Rutherford getting the first down for the Wildcats, and here comes the Wildcats of Waterford, after 3 plays, comes out and tosses one down. Probably surprised the Bears defense because on paper it shows that they probably run the ball more like 75 or 80% of the time. So here they are throwing early. That's what you need to do in these early games of the season to throw off those who are going to watch the video later.
1st and 10 now from the 49, still in their own side of the field. Hilton will have 1 running back, hand it off to him up the middle, gains a few yards, and taken down after a gain of 4. And For Waterford, they average 5 yards a carry. I already mentioned that they run the ball 2 out of 3 plays, and they average 5 yards, so that's a good statistic to have for your offense.
Yeah, there's 4 yards on that one from Daniel Snedeker, who not only plays halfback, he also plays on the O-line and sometimes even fills in as the QB. He's a junior, 5'8", 155, and a nice run. Like you said, they average 5. They got 4 on that, so they're hanging in there.
Split backfield again, 3 receivers, 2 on the short side. Here's a handoff in motion right to left. And taken down for a loss of about 2. The first tackler to get there was Logan Slater, and the rest of the line able to push through and finally finish it off.
Nice defensive stop there for the Bears. Eli Rutherford picked up the big first down on the pass play, 3rd down and long earlier. Couldn't get anything on the running game there. Matter of fact, he even lost a yard, 3rd down and 7.
Waterford, more keys to the game. Not only control the game time, but don't give up. This is more a defensive key. Whether Summerville is passing or running, keep trying to take them down, because as we saw in the game versus Dos Palace, Leveros isn't going to give up, and neither is anybody else. So you have to keep trying to take them down. Back in offense, though, for the Wildcats, a lineman for Summerville jumping off sides at 73, Reese Wynn.
So during the JV game, there was one play in which Waterford was up against, their back against the wall in the game, and they came out 3rd down and 4, or 4th down and 4, 3rd down and 4, something, and a long snap count drew off the offsides. That's pretty common early on in a game, early on in the season, and there we see Summerville already getting their hand caught in the cookie jar. Reese Wynn, obviously, I know the young man. He wants to jump in there and take somebody out and hit somebody. So, but it gives Waterford now 3rd down and 2.
Reese Wynn, one of the leading defensive players for Summerville. He's played all 4 year varsity. And Waterford going to get the yardage for the first down, move the chains again slowly. Once again, taking the time off the clock, just like one of the keys of the game is for them. But for them, it needs to lead to scores. You can't take this time off the clock and not score.
No, and not against a team like Summerville, who wants to strike first, strike hard, and get in the end zone as quick as they can and get that scoring and separate themselves by a couple of touchdowns if they can, because that's what Summerville's going to do the minute they have the ball here in their first possession.
Wildcats spreading their receivers once again, 2 right side, 1 deep left. Here's a short pass screen in and out of the hands of number 10, Eli Rutherford. Said his name almost every single play, just couldn't hold on to that one.
Rutherford is a senior. He's a wideout plus plays defensive back. We saw on paper they don't throw a lot, but they probably throw to him more than any of them. But here we've already seen here in this series, they're now about to play their 8th play, and out of 8 plays, we've seen 3 passes.
The third and final key of the game for Waterford is use lessly used players, which sounds kind of confusing, but don't use the main players that you have in the prior games. Use the players that are kind of your secondary and third string players, because those are the ones that are going to be less guarded for Summerville, as this throwdown by Jaden Hardy leads to a 2-yard gain. And with that, using the players that are second or third string, not maybe your first option, Rutherford is actually one of those players that is one of your second or third options. Their main receiving target is number 14, Peril, and we haven't seen him yet at all. So Waterford definitely coming out and using that key.
Looking at the Bears' defense, Hardy's already picked up a couple of tackles. I notice what he likes to do, though, is grab and throw. You get the right guy with the ball, grabbing and throwing is going to only propel him closer to the end zone. He needs to wrap up and bring those guys down.
Here's Hilton. High snap, fast one, rolls to his right side, throws over the middle. Luckily, there's no safety there, or else that would have been bare ball.
Oscar Perro was his intended receiver. He just was not fast enough to try to beat Tristan Barajas, who was on his tail and was actually closer to possibly getting an interception. Actually, that was not Barajas. Who was that number?
It was Kai Elkins.
34, Kai Elkins, yeah.
And now it's 4th down and 9 for the Wildcats. They are in Bear territory, not very deep into it, but inside that 40-yard line. You could try something here, hope for the best, but at the same time, do you want to give the Bears the ball near midfield?
So here they are, 4.5 minutes into this game, controlling the clock. They're in Bears territory, but it's 4th down and 9. And like you said, if you're going to control the clock, you better score. So here's a big defensive stance for the Bears.
Takes a snap, looks to throw, right side, over the top, nearly intercepted. Outside the hands of Tristan Barajas. If he stayed on his feet and kept him moving, that would have been an easy pick 6. But instead, the Bears are going to get the ball at their own 36-yard line. Look at this play again.
Oh, man, just bounced right off.
Severely underthrown. And this leads us to the first Bears offensive possession, and we need to shout out the one and only Braylon Leveros. You don't see this very often in high school football, but for the first 2 games, he's had a perfect passer rating, which means based on his completions, passing yards, and touchdowns, then he has a perfect passer rating in those first 2 games. So a great job by him, the veteran senior quarterback.
Come the Bears in their first possession after the turnover on downs. 10 plays, only 30 yards for Waterford, controlling 4.5 minutes of the game clock and not able to turn it into a score. Bears have the advantage here.
Here's from the pistol, Leveros launching deep. He has an open receiver. It's caught, both hands, and down inside the 35, Austin Hike. First play, pass completion, first down, and plenty more.
That's what you do. You come out and do something they hadn't seen before. Do they throw on first down in their first possession? Normally not. Come out, surprise them, make sure it goes big, make sure it connects. Talk about connecting. Holy mackerel. That just went for 32-something yards. .32 yards.
Quick pitch to Logan Slater, moving around the right side. First time offensively that we've seen him, and he gains some yards, tackled by the helmet, and still no yellow out on the field.
So 2 plays, and they've gone 36 yards as they're now inside the 30 at Waterford's 28. Their first possession of the game, and they need to take advantage of that turnover of Waterford on downs after controlling the clock for 4.5 minutes. They've had it for exactly 1 minute.
Elkins on the carry, left side, breaks past one defender, limps forward, and he gets the first down at the 20, so starting at the red zone for the first possession.
I love it, what I'm seeing already, even though we're only in the 3rd game of the season. Right now the Bears are playing consistent football. Whether it's in the air, it's on the ground. Everybody's working, everybody's jiving, and it appears even the linemen are doing what they're supposed to be doing because they're opening up the holes and giving the running backs room to run.
Summerville, I have 2 defensive keys of the game and 1 offense, and to put it simply, at number 3 key of the game is play Bears offense. That's all I have written down, and they're sure doing that so far.
Here's the 4th play of the drive, and they're already in the red zone.
Elkins launching forward, pushes over a few bodies, and down at the 15-yard line, counted at the 16 for a 4-yard run.
Here we are, 4 yards on first down. He was hit at the line of scrimmage at the 20, at the 19, and still dragged the guy that was bringing him from behind. I mean, good wrap-up, good tackle by the Wildcats of Waterford. But when you got Elkins on a full run like that, you're going to have to stop his legs. Not hit him high, stop his legs. 5th play of the drive, 2nd down, 6 for the Bears.
2 slot receivers, 1 on both sides. Elkins in the backfield with Leveros in the pistol. Here's the handoff again. Elkins rushing past the 10. Flag out on the field, and Elkins gets taken down at the 3 as the flag flies into the middle of the field where the line was.
13 yards on that gain. I don't know where the flag was, almost in the line area. We got a holding, and it is against Summerville, so it's coming back. All that for nothing. But a couple of big blocks. I mean, he had Austin Hike block for him at the very end, but the initial block by the lineman that he got by gave him that extra push that put him 8 yards deep. Somebody extended their arms on the line, which got the flag call, so 2nd down and 13 back at the Waterford 23. It's the 6th play now of the series for the Bears.
4 receivers for Summerville. Leveros, quarterback draw, takes it left side, push from behind. Leveros has room down the sideline. Touchdown, Summerville, and flags out on the field and may be coming back.
Austin Hike there right at the end, put his hands out, unfortunately, and I'm almost positive that's what they're calling it. Could be something else that we're not seeing behind, but one of the last things he needed to do was hit past the secondary. Austin Hike threw an amazing block. Oh, there was a push in the back. It wasn't Hike, actually. It was a push in the back by somebody else. Once those players have their back turned, you gotta let them go,
Second play called back inside the red zone. This is going to push the ball all the way to the 28. But if the Bears can do it once, they can do it again. And Leveros will most likely show that right now.
No, the good news is it's still 2nd down, right?
Leveros rolling right side. Needs to get rid of it or run it. Close to that line of scrimmage. Throws it. Intercepted in the end zone. Here is number 10, Rutherford, running it back. trying to find an open lane. He has room to run, and Austin Hike finally taking him down at the 33-yard line.
By Austin Hike, he saved a potential touchdown with that tackle.
Leveros throwing his first interception of the year. And Waterford will take over after that.
Great defensive play. Rutherford staying in his position. Just not enough to get over him. And, of course, he's also one of the wide receivers. He knows how to run that ball. But something's coming back as a flag was thrown back, and Waterford's got the ball. Let's see where they're going to mark this here. Looks like it's going to be marked at the 20, or are they going to take the penalty off from the 10? Up to the 20. So a 10-yard penalty, because I think he was down about the 30. Oh, they said he touched the turf. So it wasn't a flag.
Put your hand on the ground or put your knee down. That is where you are down in high school football. So Waterford back with it. Rushing this one, and the entire Bears defense needs to make the stop. All 11 guys out there in the center.
Got to wrap them up and bring them down. Here they are on first down and getting 7 yards, besting their average of 5 that they normally get when they do put the ball on the ground. That's just smash mouth coming right up over the lineman and giving that running back a chance to just, pick up the yards. And those were 7 hard-fought yards with the Bears wrapping them up. This gives them great opportunities here. Second down and 3, a lot of options.
Hilton takes a snap, looking for the screen play into the flat. Ball was tipped, going to go incomplete. I believe that was Wyatt Custonia forcing his hand in there.
Yeah, way to go, Custonia, getting his hand in there. It just looked like a lame duck when it came out. Almost looked like a knuckleball. I wasn't sure if it got a hand on it or not. It was from our angle. I think it just came off his hands wrong. I'm not quite sure he even got anything on it. You ever thrown a ball where the ball stays behind you? You're kind of moving a little quicker than what you... Yeah, that was just something that rolled off his back shoulder. We'll give the credit to Custonia, though. Maybe Custonia put the fear in him.
Bear fans, Boyer Construction is proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. For over 30 years, they've proudly served our communities with an uncompromising commitment to quality, integrity, and client satisfaction. They are meticulous and still believe in the value of handshakes. And they ensure that you get the experience you deserve. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game. Sierra Pacific is proud to support Summerville Bears football. At Sierra Pacific Industries, we...
3rd and 3 after the incomplete pass. Here goes the runner. Enough yardage for the first down. It's Caleb Hilton.
Remember now, Waterford with the ball in their second time. This is their second possession. Came off an interception in the end zone, thrown by Leveros, trying to get that score after the Bears' first possession. Now, of course, Waterford's first possession controlled a lot of game clock. They turned it over on downs deep in Bears territory, and that's where we are now with Waterford's second possession, trying to move from their 20. They've only moved 14 yards on 3 plays.
Hilton hands off to the second running back, Rutherford. Slater trying to take him down and stood straight up and a stop of forward momentum at the 40-yard line.
My goodness, he got 7 yards on first down. That's the second time in this series that they've gotten 7 yards on first down, second down and 3 from their 40. And they average about 5 yards every time they rush. So they're known to just keep it on the ground, go smash mouth, and control the clock. And with 3:09 to go here in the first quarter, no score. Waterford's not changing up their game whatsoever. They have thrown 4 times in this game, and almost got an offsides.
Another handoff up the middle. Enough for the first. Move the chains again. As we head into that first down marker, Waterford last season, they were 10-2 overall. We talked about the rivalry just this last season between the two teams, but Waterford had a great team, 10-2 overall, 6-1 in league. They ended up becoming first in the Southern League. Their only loss in the regular season was against Mariposa, which was a 1-point loss, 36-35, and then they had a second-round playoff exit to Livingston, which was their second loss of the season with a 56-20 score.
So they've been riding on that momentum here to start this season.
Ball's on the ground for Hilton, picks it up last second. A flag coming in late from the sideline.
Interesting.
I don't necessarily see where this could go wrong for Summerville. Almost has to be against Waterford.
They called a face mask, so something we did not see in there when Hilton. I still don't even see it there, but okay. They called a face mask. Same squad who reffed the JV game, which had very little flags and penalties already in this game. In the first 10 minutes of regulation game, we have a lot of holding calls and now a phantom face mask call.
Phantom face mask. They go first and about 7. Hilton hands it off. It's Rutherford around the edge. Room to move. Push towards the sideline. Hurdles over and finally pushed out by Barajas. And one thing in high school football that a lot of referees don't call, which is kind of annoying in my opinion, is you can't hurdle any player, whether they're laying down on the ground or you're trying to do it for fun. He hurdles over this one here, the tackler, and that should be a 15-yard penalty for Rutherford. When we look at the schedule of Waterford, the past 2 games that they've had starting off the season, Stone Ridge Christian and Big Valley Christian. Summerville is also known to play those teams over the past few years. Here's Hilton taken down by the nameplate, and that's an easy flag coming from all over. Unfortunate there for Jaden Hardy. Just couldn't keep his hand out of the shoulder pads. So that'll be 15 yards from the point of the penalty.
Well, that time he only had the jersey. He didn't have the actual pads, but okay.
This will be 15 yards from where the penalty was made, so it'll make it about first and 4 or 5 yards for them. But like I was saying, Summerville has also played Stone Ridge Christian and Big Valley Christian. Stone Ridge Christian will be our homecoming game this year as it was last year. And Waterford lost 51-27. It's the only common opponent that they have between the two teams. Like I said, Waterford lost that one, but they came back next week and beat Big Valley Christian 48-7. So we can kind of gauge how Waterford and Summerville do against each other to how they'll play against Stone Ridge Christian.
Big run by Daniel Snediger, getting the first down and more to the 23. Controlling the clock, moving the ball methodically, getting 5+ yards on every down. And right now Waterford is in the midst of their game, what we know that they do. Bears need to step up their defensive. This is the 10th play of the drive. They started at their own 20.
Split backfield, 2 receivers, short side. Hilton going to hand it off. Man on the left side and finally taken down. Waterford really living up to that 5 yards per carry.
Totally, and it's either Snediger, it's either Rutherford, or it's the quarterback. You don't know. That one was just misdirection. They go left, right, right, left. Who gets it? Snediger. I'll just take it straight up the middle. Whoop, there it is.
Jaden Hardy in the backfield immediately, although you just have to decide which way you're going to go. Are you going to go to the man on the right? Are you going to go to the man on the left? That's the advantage of having the split backs. They can hand off to either one, but usually a design play, if you sniff it out correctly, it's going to work for you. Rutherford taken down, split tackle between Elkins and Slater.
Yeah, right now the Bears defense is trying to figure out with their safeties who to key up on and to watch to see where the ball goes and then start moving in that direction. Linebackers are keeping an eye on which direction they're moving first of all. You know, you've got 3 guys out there. You can't just say, well, we got 2 running backs. No, you've got 3 because the quarterback himself was the star running back before this season.
Waterford still resulting in that run game, and finally the Bears making a quick stop. That'll be about a gain of 3. The end of the first, and it's 4th and 1 when we come back. You're watching Summerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV.
3 more yards, it'll be 4th and 1. But that ends the first quarter of.
Hello Bears fans, Black Oak Casino Resort is very proud to help bring you tonight's live streaming of the Summerville Bears football game. If you haven't been to Black Oak Casino Resort recently, now is the time to come by and check us out. Whether you enjoy the entertainment at Willow Creek Lounge, the 5-star RV park, the beautiful Black Oak Hotel and Conference Center, the bowling alley and family fun center, all the games our casino offers, or the fine dining at Seven Sisters Restaurant, it's all there waiting for you. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Nate's Tree Service is here tonight to bring you Bears football. They specialize in comprehensive tree maintenance and removal. The skilled arborists and staff at Nate's Tree Service have over 30 years experience serving residential and commercial clients in Amador, Calaveras, Tuolumne, and Mariposa counties. They bring their unique understanding of the trees of the western slope of the Sierra to a wide range of tasks related to tree health, maintenance, and removal.
18th play of the drive.
At the end of one, the Summerville Bears tied with the Waterford Wildcats 0-0, and the Wildcats knocking out the door to score inside the red zone. It's 4th and 1 from the 14-yard line. I'm Levi Flores along with my dad, Justin Flores. It's a beautiful Friday night. It's a hot one, though. The temperature is rising and will keep going up in the next few days. Here go the Wildcats bringing the ball down. Ball comes out, no whistles, and finally going to be whistled dead, and the ball picked up by the Bears. So if there's anything between the refs that say that it's a fumble, the Bears will get the ball. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
They had to get to the 13th. They marked it at the 13th. And now the referees are calling for a official timeout, and they may measure this based on ball placement. Ball did get kicked out a little late, it appeared. I didn't think he got to the 13, though. It looked like he maybe on the line of scrimmage at the 15 hit the 14. And maybe trying to stretch it out may have caused it.
Is proud to support Summerville Bears football. At Sierra Pacific Industries, we understand our greatest strength is the people who choose to build a career with us. We offer many opportunities for personal and professional growth, from entry level to skilled trades, from truck drivers to sales managers, from foresters to engineers. Become one of our valued team members as part of a growing third-generation family-owned forest products company.
This is what we missed during the break. The chain movements, seeing if that ball did get across the line. Bring out the index card. There's some air in between the ball and the chain. It's Summerville ball. Leveros in the Bears offense inside their own 15. Leveros running it himself out the right side. Elkins, a huge block. Leveros gets around the edge and all the way to the 30-yard line. A 16-yard run. Put the Bears in good field position.
Gives them some breathing room. We don't have any flags, so hopefully the coaches have been talking about extending those arms, pushing from behind. Once Leveros takes off and gets into the secondary, do not touch any white jerseys. And that one, like you said, a big run. And, 14 plays and over 8 minutes of game time. Waterford took off the clock, not scoring, coughing it up on downs.
Leveros the snap, hands it off. Elkins hits the line, moves right side, cuts around, past the first down marker, past multiple defenders, past the 40, 30, room to run. 20. Finding any hole that he can, dodging left and right, and finally taken down inside the 20 of the Waterford Wildcats. Kai Elkins all the way from the 33 inside the 20, and the Bears knocking at the door to score.
58 yards for Elkins on that run. Could have had a lot more. He was actually at 60 yards plus before he turned around and came back. Getting the crowd pretty exciting. And now their third play of the drive, as you said, now inside the red zone at the 19.
Caldwell Insurance, our local team, is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
Visit Tuolumne County's proud to bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. As the official tourism bureau of Tuolumne County, California, their mission is to enhance economic growth by increasing tourism to Tuolumne County. VTC invites visitors to experience iconic Yosemite explorations, authentic California gold country discoveries, and unforgettable High Sierra out.
Here's Leveros running it himself, right side. Leading blocker is Kai Elkins, blocks it again, and Elkins lead that block for Leveros to get to the 5.
14-yard gain for the Bears. 2 big runs for the quarterback in this drive. And the fourth play of the drive coming up, they started back on their own 13.
Here goes Leveros again. Same play over and over and over. Touchdown, Summerville. Leveros crosses the plane, and that's the first 6.
4 plays, 87 yards, and the Bears strike first on their second possession of the game. And it came in the second quarter after Waterford pretty much controlled the first quarter clock and could never punch it in. Close, but no cigar. Waterford has ran 24 plays. Summerville has ran exactly 12 plays. Check that, 11 plays.
Tremoloni, the extra point. It's good. 7-0 Bears over the Wildcats.
Tuolumne County is proud to bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. As the official tourism bureau of Tuolumne County, California, their mission is to enhance economic growth by increasing tourism to Tuolumne County. VTC invites visitors to experience iconic Yosemite explorations, authentic California gold country discoveries, and unforgettable High Sierra outdoor adventures. You can enjoy endless outdoor recreation, state and local parks, sightseeing, stargazing, history, shopping, wine and cider tastings, relaxation, and more.
7-0 Summerville Bears over the Waterford Wildcats. Levi Flores and Justin Flores live from Thorstead Field. You said it during the break. If Waterford wants to control the game in time of possession but not score, we're going to be just fine.
Yeah, that's an advantage for the Bears because that's one thing that they do is control the clock in the game. They usually punch it in for a score, though, and twice they have been unable to do that. I mean, they've ran 24 plays versus Summerville's 11 plays so far just in the first quarter and minute or so.
Leveros has another touchdown on the season. They ran the same play about 4 times in a row, which led to the Leveros touchdown. Here's an onside kick. Logan Slater puts the hands on the ball, jumping on it multiple players, and I think Summerville has it, but there's no official call quite yet. Slater was the first to touch it. It went 10 yards. And it's going to be Wildcat ball after all.
I think Daniel Mercado is the one that fell on it down there. Somehow miraculously was able to come up with it. I don't know. There's a lot of black in there. And how that ball may have bounced into one of those guys' hands is a magic trick. Good field position for the Wildcats of Waterford at their own 44.
Hilton rolling right, throwing, nearly intercepted, drops incomplete. And I've noticed both of us are saying the Wildcats of Waterford or the Waterford Wildcats, and that's because, of course, it is Waterford, but then the rivalry of the Sonora Wildcats just down the road. And a fun little fact about last season, Summerville, 33% of their opponents had a mascot as a Wildcat. They lost all 3 of those games, so hopefully this year the tables turn and we could win all those games.
Is it because it's hot you're bringing us these bad news? Yeah, let's turn that table and win against a Wildcat team here.
Here's a handoff and taken down by Elkins after about a 10-yard gain. They're going to give him the first down.
You know, I don't know the stats on Snedegar. He's a junior, 5'8", 155, so he's got another year of football, but he is an incredible runner because he knows what he sees up there. Once the line gives him room, he tucks that ball away, and he is gone.
Besides Hilton in rushing, Snedegar is the number 1 running back option. He's carried for 15 times before this game for 79 yards and 1 touchdown with a 21-yard long. Also another option as a receiver. Here's 1st and 10, Hilton with the split backs. Handed off to the second running back. It's Rutherford, barrels forward for 7.
Nice tackle by Logan Slater for Summerville. But there they were on first down going 7 yards. 2nd down and 3 now at the Bears' 38. They started from their own 44, and this will be their 4th play of this drive. They've actually moved the ball a little further after 4 plays, or 3 plays rather, than in the previous possessions.
Hilton gives it off to Rutherford, trying to find the edge, cuts into a hole that's closed and taken down for a loss of 1.
Yeah, nice tackle by the Bears there. Rutherford is not going to stop unless you wrap him up and really strong arm to bring him down. And a nice tackle that time by number 22. That's Jaden Hardy, who has been lucky in some tackles early on in the game by simply just grabbing and throwing. That time he did wrap up Rutherford, who needed to be wrapped up. And the loss of a yard, too, so 3rd down and 4 now.
Hilton with the lone running back off his left side. Ball comes loose. Hilton taken down deep behind the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to be 4th and 11. A failed snap, rolled on the ground. Hilton picked it up. One big hit.
Unfortunate for Waterford, but great play for the Summerville Bears now.
Wyatt Castonia will be credited with the sack there. Reese Wynn hit him in the back, launched him forward, and Castonia going to get the credit after all that. Now it's 4th and 11. Looks like they might be going for it. Here's the snap. Yes, they are. Throw left side, incomplete again, and the Bears get it back off a turnover on downs. I don't know what led Waterford to try that play on 4th and 11 near midfield, but I wouldn't try it again.
Well, they were just expecting Snedeker to have a nice opportunity at a quick pass to turn and burn and maybe pile through a couple of defenders to get 11 yards. Maybe they've had some success in the past, but that ball was just not thrown in a position for Snedeker to grab. So Bears ball from their own 46.
Here's Leveros. One slot receiver on both sides. Elkins in the backfield. Leveros looks to throw. Stays in the pocket. Plenty of time. Deep throw right side. It's Tremoloni just out of reach. Could have led to a huge yardage again, but Tremoloni going to fall short on this one.
That ball could not have been placed in a better spot. Tremoloni's arms, he needed about an extra 3 inches of finger space to grab that and bring it in. Look at this, it almost looked like it was in his hands. He didn't have his hands close tight enough, I'm not sure, but nice play and a nice ball placement by Leveros, man. He put that right in there. A little different than your cornhole game you did with him during Florid, where he just couldn't quite hit the cone. That time he had the cone in sight.
Here's 2nd and 10. Leveros resulting back to Kai Elkins for a run. Lunges forward for a gain of 3.
Tripped up by Daniel Mercado.
The school has deemed this night Hawaiian night for the football game. Student section, they don't have the band out this time, but they have the blow-up pylons, I guess is what you'd call it. Make some noise from the crowd. They have the beach balls. They have the Hawaiian shirts, the leis, all for Hawaiian night tonight.
3rd down and 8 Bears.
Leveros running left side, has room to go. 1st down, and taken down right at that marker. Taken down inside the sidelines.
Nice
so
run.
The clock will continue to run.
Braylon says, all right, guys, let's get a fresh set of downs here. Give ourselves some breathing room. Of course, couldn't have done it without some great blocks, including Austin Hike there at the end, giving them an extra space to get that 1st down.
Thank you for watching Summerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV. Taylor Rector, Sonora Lumba watching the better football team. Summerville, of course. Thanks for watching the Peters family watching from Oakdale. And Sue Bondurant.
Sue Bondurant, a teacher at Soulsbyville, watching on her big screen at home. Loves watching the Summerville Bears play.
Here's Austin Hike rolling around in a gain of about 7. His first carry of the night.
Hadn't heard from Eddie Cruz this week, but he tries to watch as often as he can, even if it's on a replay. Here's the cool thing about NorCal Sports TV. All these games streamed on YouTube. Go to YouTube, subscribe, go to NorCal Sports TV, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so that you get notifications anytime NorCal Sports TV is doing something, because they run games from middle school all the way up to college age, up and down Northern and Central California.
2nd and 3 for the Bears. Leveros takes a snap, quarterback run. Defense flew in, but Leveros dodges him. Dodges another tackle down the right side. He has Curran as a tackler. Moving behind him, cuts left side into the end zone. Easy walk-in for Braylon Leveros and the Summerville Bears as they take a 13-0 lead in the 2nd quarter.
5 plays, 54 yards. Here's what's great about YouTube streaming. Dion on the production. Here he's got the replay. You love to see it. One block after another, right, left. You want to see it again? Hey, when the game's over, go back and watch it again.
Here is Elkins to hold the PAT for Tremolone. Special teams not even going to attempt it for Waterford, and they don't have to as Tremolone misses only his second field goal of the season.
Ranch Casino is a proud sponsor of the Summerville Bears Quarterback Club, and they support Summerville High student athletes. By working together, Chicken Ranch Casino believes we can all help elevate each and every student athlete's game, both on the field and in the classroom.
Lupo. It's a name synonymous with real estate in Tuolumne County and has been for more than 30 years. The latest member of the Lupo family to join the Tuolumne County real estate family is LeAnn Lupo at Keller Williams Agency. LeAnn is a Tuolumne County native and knows how special the place we call home is. A hard worker who truly cares about her clients. LeAnn is a special talent, and LeAnn is a Summerville High School graduate and huge Bear supporter, so give her a call and see what she can do to help you. If you see her around town, please thank her for helping to make tonight's live stream possible.
Braylon Leveros breaking the plane, getting a touchdown for Summerville, 13-0, as Dean Tremolone couldn't tack on the extra point, but he's 1 of 2 on the night, and only his second missed extra point of the season. One was blocked, and that one's just unfortunately missing a little bit wide. Also on NorCal Sports TV right now, the Sonora Wildcats at home, Dunleavy Field, against the Hillmar Yellow Jackets, I believe is their mascot. 13-6 that score. Sonora is leading Hillmar. Wildcats on the kick return here, drops down at the 40-yard line, and that's where they will start this one.
15-yard run for Eli Rutherford there. And Waterford now with the ball with 6:44 to go. Because of their game style, the clock runs. They run a lot of plays, and Bears have given themselves a little bit of breathing room, couple possession lead. But their defense needs to get up and prepare now, because the Bears offense didn't hold the ball for very long. They did have it for a good 5 minutes of game time, so Bears defense should be well rested here.
1st and 10 from the 40 after the kick return. Here's Hilton, drops back, looks to throw, right side, caught by the receiver and taken down 1 yard past the line of scrimmage.
Now that was Snedeker, who unfortunately is still down, and that's not a good sign. He's one of their top players. Nobody wants to see this. You don't love to see this. You want to see their top players out there continue to play, and that was a hard fall there.
Elkins hit him low, Curran hit him high. He's still on the ground, and we'll talk about some league standings right now as we get the medical attention out there. But right now, Sonora at number 2 in Sac Joaquin Section Division 6 football. Sonora at 2, Houston at 3, which we will travel to Houston next week, so we'll see what we can do to them in a battle there. And then Summerville at number 5, which is great standings for Summerville. Argonaut falls at number 8, and Waterford, who of course we're playing right now, falls at 11. Then Calaveras, Amador, and Bret Hart kind of bottom of the barrel, 13, 16, and 17 in those standings.
Looking forward to seeing how the season plays out, especially as we get closer to league play. Snedeker still on the ground. You know, they ran a quick pass to him, which was the play they were trying to do in the previous possession to try to get first down, and this time he got the 3 yards, unfortunately. Getting worked on down there. Looks like it's his left leg.
Bears fans, Nate Saw Mower is pleased to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. They're your go-to retailer when you need a steel project to do the job, at home or at work. Visit their store, where friendly, knowledgeable staff will assist you in finding the right steel for the job, whether it's a chainsaw, blower, trimmer, pressure washer, or anything in between. Nate's Saw Mower on Longeway Road in Sonora. Levitt United Insurance Services offers quality insurance coverage, a high level of professional service, and a long-term relationship. They have several locations throughout California to serve your needs, including Elk Grove, Lodi, Napa, Roseville, Sonora, Walnut Creek, and Minden, Nevada. As independent agents, they'll research rates and coverage from top insurance companies to find the best insurance rates and insurance plans for you. They do the shopping and comparing, so you can save time and money.
Injured player off the field for Waterford. No need for the stretcher this time. Took him over to the sideline, and get medical attention there. But the game must go on as the Waterford Wildcats 2nd and 8. Here's Hilton taking a quarterback draw, met in the backfield by Logan Slater and Jaden Hardy.
Yeah, that may have taken a little bit of the wind out of their sails, a little bit of momentum, because Snedeker is one of the 3 players that key players that do things on the offense. And now they're down. I'm not saying they don't have players that can't make plays, but as far as the players that normally do, he's one of the top 3. And so Caleb Hilton, along with Eli Rutherford, maybe even relying on Oscar Perrell, who has only had 1 pass opportunity, which was a missed opportunity. It's the 3rd play of the drive.
Here's Hilton rolling right, throws last second in the hands of the open receiver. First down and plenty more as they enter Bear territory. It's Oscar Perrell.
I was just mentioning him, right? And he got that ball right where he needed to, and the offensive line gave Hilton the time he needed to throw that pass. Nice, right up over the outside. No defense there. It's just that was a very, very well-designed play and executed perfectly. That's why you practice those. So they convert 3rd down, and 1st and 10 from the Bears' 40.
Hilton hands off. Fullback type player rushing around. Slater holding on to him. Taken down after a gain of 3. That is number 7, Michael Chauvin.
He's a junior, 5'9", 185. He's had a few runs, and we talked a little bit about him earlier today. Levi and I were discussing what are some of the players, and he said, we could see Chauvin out there, and he's going to obviously fill in for Snedeker, who's out. And 3 yards on 1st down, not quite to the average, but he'll get there.
Every time we see Waterford have the ball, they make plays downfield, they get good yardage, and then all of a sudden, they give it up. And now this is the time where we see if they're going to give it up or if they're going to take that shot at the end zone. But it all starts right here on 2nd and 7 for Hilton and the splitbacks.
That's one of the keys. You're going to control the clock and the ball. You better score at the end of it.
Late handoff to Chauvin, trying to jump over multiple players. He does gain 2 on it. And here's another one of those situations. You can't hurdle over the players.
Is that an official high school rule that's in there?
Yeah.
Maybe. Right. So 2 yards after 2 plays, 3rd down and 5 now. Because I'm wondering if it's one of those things that the officiating squad, though they may be aware of it, maybe you don't already see it. You've called it twice. We haven't seen any hurdles.
It's all about the safety of the players.
Well, it makes sense why they have the rule, for sure.
Here's a handoff to Rutherford, taken down high by the helmet, and there's the flag again.
Yeah, it looks like Slater may have got his hand in the jersey, so they're going to call another horse collar. Is it a horse collar just grabbing the jersey, or does it have to be inside the...
If you tackle around the nameplate...
yeah, they spun the helmet around. Did you see that? Everything went around. So they may be calling face mask or something.
I understood why they called that play as it was there, but it was kind of a point to the offense for Waterford spinning around that way. He wouldn't have been tackled like that if he didn't spin.
That was a 15-yard penalty.
Hilton rolling, looking to throw, looking for Perrell, and no, they're not going to call the interception. Austin Hike frustrated with that. It looked clean from my angle, but the referee moving from side to side couldn't tell if he got the feet in.
See this wonderful camera work here by Becky Flores. Look at the view. Yeah, he caught it, but I don't think his feet were in when he came down. Got to have a foot in. Looked like his foot was out. His whole body was out of line. Are you seeing something different?
I thought he had both feet in. He had possession of the ball
Looked like he was
as
in the
he
air
hit
when
the
he
ground, but his feet were behind him, and behind him was infield play. So it all comes down to the referee decision, and it's 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats from the 20. Here's Hilton looking to pass again, brings it back down into control, and Reese Wynn flying inside after a gain of 3, taking down Hilton.
Nice pickup by the young man, stopping him only 3 yards deep. Of course, Waterford controlling the clock. Once again, the clock's running. They are in the red zone, but it's 3rd down and 7 at the Bears' 18.
Summerville looking to have a 4-man rush, 2 linebackers in the nickel, and a timeout called by Summerville.
Timeout, Summerville.
Like his feet. 13-0, the Summerville Bears leading the Waterford Wildcats. It's the second quarter, just under 3 to play. And the Wildcats knocking at the door just inside the red zone. Hilton has been looking to throw on a few of these plays. And this is a play from just a few moments ago. A possible interception from Austin Hike. You see his knees are down inside. He had possession of the ball. The referee said incomplete, was not in bounds, which gives the ball back to the Wildcats for a 3rd and 8. Hilton late throw. Here's Peril. And taken down from behind by Logan Slater. And he gets the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal from about the 6.
Little by little, they're getting closer and closer. And that could have been a push from behind there, possibly on number 52, Gage Juarez.
1st and goal from the 6. Scoreboard operator not paying attention to the referee's calls, needs to get on that, get that time off the clock and play here. Here's Hilton, handoff. Chauvin stopped at the line by Logan Slater and Jaden Hardy. The defensive pair making almost every single stop.
You love to see it, and that was just simply wrap up. He's a big boy, low to the ground, wrap up, hold on, don't let go. Don't put your hand inside the pads. Don't touch his head. Wrap up and hold him and bring him down. That Chauvin is 5'9" and 185. Well built. I mean, he is built like a full back, and right now he's filling the shoes of Snedeker.
Now a timeout called by the Wildcats as we enter the final 2 minutes of the first half.
When you are looking for a custom home, Caldera Construction has you covered. From the shores of Lake Tolek to the mountain corridor of 108. We have been building custom homes in Tuolumne and Calaveras counties for over 20 years. Along with new home construction, we also do additions, decks, and remodels. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Robert Caldera Construction or our website at rcaldera.com. That's rcaldera.com. And of course, go Bears!
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship. And
2nd and goal from the 6. The Wildcats looking to score for the first time in this game and running straight down the middle into the end zone. The Wildcats now on the board, make it a 1-possession game.
6-yard run for Rutherford there. To finally get on the board for Waterford on the 12th play of the drive. They started all the way back at their 40. So they went 60 yards on 12 plays to punch it through to the end zone and took up almost all of the second quarter clock.
1 minute and 44 seconds, plenty of time for the Bears to score again. Try to make it a 2-possession game heading into the half. Snap, hold, kick, high up there.
What a foot.
And through the uprights. We'll see more of that foot and the kickoff right after this.
Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you.
Waterford now has 7, Summerville Bears 13. A missed extra point attempt from Dean Tremoloni puts them at the 13 mark. So 13-7 with 1:44 left in the second quarter. And the Bears can easily score within that time frame. The first game against the Gustine Reds, each and every possession lasted less than 2 minutes. But, of course, they have to try their hardest. They have to try their best and march that ball into the end zone.
Their last possession, they went 54 yards on 5 plays, burned off only a minute and a half of the second quarter clock, and we're at a minute 44 because in 12 plays, Waterford held on to it that whole time. Remember, in that last drive for Waterford, they were helped by a 15-yard penalty early on and helped possibly by a interception that was called back that they said was out of bounds, caught out of bounds, not inbounds.
Here's Oscar, the foot peril.
Yeah. The way he kicked that PAT was massive.
Launched it to about the 25-yard line. Here's Tristan Barajas trying to find a kick return for himself. Sliding through the hands of the special teams of the Waterford Wildcats. Makes his way into Wildcat territory and finally dragged down at the 30-yard line. 11 seconds taken off the clock and only 30 yards to go for the Bears to find another 6 points.
My goodness, 47 yards from the 24 all the way down to the Waterford 29. What a run by Barajas. I thought he was going to actually weasel his way through and get past everybody and put it in the end zone.
Leveros takes the field. He has Elkins behind him. 4 receivers as an option. Runs it instead. Leveros straight up the gut. A belly play. And adds another nearly 15 yards. Breaks free. Yes! Touchdown, Summerville!
Incredible 29-yard run. Leveros somehow gets stopped, never hits the ground, keeps his feet running. That's why you need to wrap them up, boys. And here's Summerville burning all of like 20 seconds off the game clock in one play and a kickoff return and puts another one in the end zone. Look at this. He just never went down. They just expected him to be down.
Almost had the stop of forward momentum, but Leveros said, no, we're going to keep taking this one. 21 seconds it took. 11 of them were for the kick return, and the rest for the touchdown. 20-7, Summerville Bears over the Waterford Wildcats.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Bears showing off their true colors. One play for the touchdown, which was pregame to Tristan Barajas with a 60-yard kick return, and then this play from Leveros.
Incredible. Leveros gets what appears to be hit right here and down, but he never actually hits the ground. Rutherford never held on to him and stopped his feet, so he went off and took off for the extra 10 yards in the touchdown. It was just absolutely amazing. Magic tricks. Magic tricks here under the Friday night lights with the temps now at 90 degrees. We got inevitable cool down here finally. The sun is down and we're at 90 here. And those teams that are playing down in the valley, my goodness, it's got to be even hotter, right? Because we're up here in the hills at 90. Hopefully everybody's staying hydrated. Thankfully we haven't seen any cramps.
Huge boot by Dean Tremoloni. Launches inside the 5, rolls into the end zone. That means the Wildcats will have the final possession, or most likely the final possession of the first half at the 20.
That is a very wise play for the Summerville special teams to do because Waterford likes to control the clock, run the clock methodically. You know what? Let's kick it deep as far as we can and give them an opportunity to start deep in their possession, in their territory. Don't forget to subscribe, NorCal Sports TV. It's an easy thing to do. Go to youtube.com,
Find NorCal Sports TV, simply like the stream, subscribe, and then hit that bell. You'll get notified anytime they are broadcasting and live streaming anywhere around Northern and Central California.
1 minute, 23 seconds left in the first half. Here's Hilton rolling to his left side. Hard for a quarterback to do when you're right-handed and you're rolling left. Ball is hard to get in position and get it to your intended target, and that one, of course, being incomplete.
Yeah, especially off the back leg like that. Yeah, he nearly had that in the hands there.
With the incomplete pass, it stops the clock at 1:18. It looks like the Wildcats will slow it down here. Hilton went all the way to the sideline. I noticed that with JV as well. The quarterback running back and forth, which could take a toll on your player. You don't need them to exert more energy than they have to. You want them to do that on the field and in the plays themselves. Here's Hilton now looking to throw left side. Finds Rutherford. Rutherford finds a hole. And the Bears defense makes another stop, but not until he gained the first down and goes to the 43.
Nice play. He not only faked me out, I think he faked the secondary out of the Bears too, because it looked like he was throwing to the longer one. Instead, he went short left side, and that threw off even Elkins. Like, whoa, Rutherford's got it.
I thought the exact same thing, and they couldn't stop the clock, so the Wildcats are going to get to the line quickly. And the Bears going to call a timeout to make sure they don't miss a step. 20-7, 1 minute left in the first half.
Our Tree Service is a local family-owned and operated business specializing in meeting fire clearance requirements, hazardous tree removal, and emergency jobs. With over 20 years' experience, our employees are safe, knowledgeable, and professional. Voted 2021's Best of 209 by 209 Multimedia, we're happy to provide our customers with quality work at affordable rates. Proud to offer discounts to veterans. Call today to schedule your free estimate. 209-559-0124. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362.
From the 43-yard line, the Wildcats looking to score one more time before the end of the first half. Here's Hilton rolling around, gets the ball off in time, nearly intercepted. Leveros, the safety, slips out of his hands, and no other corner or defensive back was ready for the Bears to try to pick it up.
My goodness, I thought Leveros had that in his hand. Scoring as a quarterback, scoring as a defender. Oh, he was just outside his arm's reach. Actually, live, it looked like it was closer than it was there on the replay. On the replay, it was actually a little higher than it appeared. I thought, oh, no, we're going the other way.
Leveros is such a good quarterback. It makes him a great free safety because he knows what other quarterbacks are thinking. He knows what they're looking for, what they might be throwing to, and that's why Leveros was there on that play, knowing exactly where the ball was going to be placed. Hilton running again, cuts down, and another flag thrown late as Hilton went down without a touch.
Yeah, it's a strange, I don't know what the flag is for, but yeah, he just went down not being touched, which I thought was very unfortunate because I know he just wanted to continue running. Instead, a little push from behind there on number 7, Chauvin, so it's against him offensively. And there's the young man who's had to fill the shoes that were left when Snedeker stepped out due to an injury. He's a junior getting his reps here today in the varsity level. And that time, just like the Bears early on in this game, they've got caught with a couple of push from behinds on the offensive side. And it's for nothing, really, because Hilton hit the ground, so the ball was dead. But Chauvin just didn't. Again, he's a big guy. He's 5'9", 185, and he runs that halfback, fullback position. And all of that weight, sometimes you just can't stop. It's like a Mack truck.
Timeout, Summerville.
Hey Bears fans, Sindelar Plumbing, a local family-owned business, is proud to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. If you find yourself needing a plumber, call us first. A simple faucet installation, a new energy-efficient water heater, or a new residential and commercial plumbing project, we will help with them all. With over 20 years of plumbing experience, look no further than Sindelar Plumbing for solutions to all your plumbing needs.
This is a commercial. From the video to the sounds of nature, the music, the words on the screen, the transitions, me, the voice saying these words. This is a commercial. Justin Flores Productions. Audio, video, and all your media needs. They make commercials like this one.
Nearing the end of the first half, 20-7, the Bears lead the Waterford Wildcats. The popcorn smell in the air, the Hawaiian theme of the student section today, and the cheerleaders just about ready to go out. Stay tuned during the half to watch the cheerleaders cheer. Throw over the middle, caught, and a huge tackle nearly picked up in the air for Kai Elkins. The Wildcats earn themselves a first down, but the clock is still ticking.
Nice play, nice strike to Christian Gale. He is a sophomore, 6'1", 180 pounds, and a nice pass right where it needed to be. Fifth play of the drive here.
Hilton, double time, takedown by number 55, Wyatt Castonia. I believe that's his second or third tackle of the night, and that's going to continue to have the clock run. No signs from either side to making a timeout. So that ends the first half. Summerville Bears 20, Waterford Wildcats 7. It'll be Bear football after the break, but stay tuned for the cheerleader squads.
Bear fans, Boyer Construction is proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. For over 30 years, they've proudly served our communities with an uncompromising commitment to quality, integrity, and client satisfaction. They are meticulous and still believe in the value of handshakes. And they ensure that you get the experience you deserve. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game. Sierra Pacific is proud to support Summerville Bears football. At Sierra Pacific Industries, we understand our greatest strength is the people who choose to build a career with us. We offer many opportunities for personal and professional growth, from entry-level to skilled trades, from truck drivers to sales managers, from foresters to engineers.
Waterford Wildcats. And now, I'd like to introduce you to our Summerville varsity cheer. Give it up.
Bears fans, Nate Saw Mower is pleased to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. They're your go-to retailer when you need a steel project to do the job, at home or at work. Visit their store, where friendly, knowledgeable staff will assist you in finding the right steel for the job, whether it's a chainsaw, blower, trimmer, pressure washer, or anything in between. Nate's Saw Mower on Longeway Road in Sonora. Levitt United Insurance Services offers quality insurance coverage, a high level of professional service, and a long-term relationship. They have several locations throughout California to serve your needs, including Elk Grove, Lodi, Napa, Roseville, Sonora, Walnut Creek, and Minden, Nevada. As independent agents, they'll research rates and coverage from top insurance companies to find the best insurance rates and insurance plans for you. They do the shopping and comparing, so you can save time and money.
Chicken Ranch Casino is a proud sponsor of the Summerville Bears Quarterback Club, and they support Summerville High student athletes. By working together, Chicken Ranch Casino believes we can all help elevate each and every student athlete's game, both on the field and in the classroom.
Lupo. It's a name synonymous with real estate in Tuolumne County and has been for more than 30 years. The latest member of the Lupo family to join the Tuolumne County real estate family is LeAnn Lupo at Keller Williams Agency. LeAnn is a Tuolumne County native and knows how special the place we call home is. A hard worker who truly cares about her clients. LeAnn is a special talent, and LeAnn is a Summerville High School graduate and huge Bears supporter, so give her a call and see what she can do to help you. If you see her around town, please thank her for helping to make tonight's live stream possible.
At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
Visit Tuolumne County is proud to bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. As the official tourism bureau of Tuolumne County, California, their mission is to enhance economic growth by increasing tourism to Tuolumne County. VTC invites visitors to experience iconic Yosemite explorations, authentic California gold country discoveries, and unforgettable High Sierra outdoor adventures. You can enjoy endless outdoor recreation, state and local parks, sightseeing, stargazing, history, shopping, wine and cider tastings, relaxation, and more.
Adriana, you are the love of my life. Will you make me the happiest man on earth? Will you marry me?
Yes, Dave. Only if we can have Justin Flores Productions DJ our wedding.
Justin Flores Productions?
Justin Flores Productions. They have years of experience in radio and music, and their personalities make for the best experience.
Do they offer any other services?
Of course. Their slogan is audio, video, and all your media needs.
Okay.
Justin Flores Productions. Audio, video, and all your media needs. You're welcome, Dave. You're welcome.
Hello, Bears fans! Black Oak Casino Resort is very proud to help bring you tonight's live streaming of the Summerville Bears football game. If you haven't been to Black Oak Casino Resort recently, now is the time to come by and check us out. Whether you enjoy the entertainment at Willow Creek Lounge, the 5-star RV park, the beautiful Black Oak Hotel and Conference Center, the bowling alley and family fun center, all the games our casino offers, or the fine dining at Seven Sisters Restaurant, it's all there waiting for you. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Nate's Tree Service is here tonight to bring you Bears football. They specialize in comprehensive tree maintenance and removal. The skilled arborists and staff at Nate's Tree Service have over 30 years experience serving residential and commercial clients in Amador, Calaveras, Tuolumne, and Mariposa counties. They bring their unique understanding of the trees of the western slope of the Sierra to a wide range of tasks related to tree health, maintenance, and removal. Hello, Bear fans! Boyer Construction is proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. For over 30 years, they've proudly served our communities with an uncompromising commitment to quality, integrity, and client satisfaction. They are meticulous and still believe in the value of handshakes. And they ensure that you get the experience you deserve. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game. Sierra Pacific is proud to support Summerville Bears football. At Sierra Pacific Industries, we understand our greatest strength is the people who choose to build a career with us. We offer many opportunities for personal and professional growth, from entry-level to skilled trades, from truck drivers to sales managers, from foresters to engineers. Become one of our valued team members as part of a growing third-generation family-owned forest products company.
When you are looking for a custom home, Caldera Construction has you covered. From the shores of Lake Tulloch to the mountain corridor of 108. We have been building custom homes in Tuolumne and Calaveras counties for over 20 years. Along with new home construction, we also do additions, decks, and remodels. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Robert Caldera Construction or our website at rcaldera.com. That's rcaldera.com. And of course, go Bears!
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you. Sindelar Tree Service is a local family-owned and operated business specializing in meeting fire clearance requirements, hazardous tree removal, and emergency jobs. With over 20 years' experience, our employees are safe, knowledgeable, and professional. Voted 2021's Best of 209 by 209 Multimedia, we're happy to provide our customers with quality work at affordable rates. Proud to offer discounts to veterans. Call today to schedule your free estimate. 209-559-0124. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362.
Hey Bears fans, Sindelar Plumbing, a local family-owned business, is proud to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. If you find yourself needing a plumber, call us first. A simple faucet installation, a new energy-efficient water heater, or a new residential and commercial plumbing project, we will help with them all. With over 20 years of plumbing experience, look no further than Sindelar Plumbing for solutions to all your plumbing needs.
This is a commercial. From the video to the sounds of nature, the music, the words on the screen, the transitions, me, the voice saying these words. This is a commercial. Justin Flores Productions. Audio, video, and all your media needs. They make commercials like this one.
You drove all the way up from Los Angeles.
From
we
Los
just
Angeles.
heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, you know, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court here.
(20-7), the Summerville Bears lead the Waterford Wildcats. Third quarter is just about to start, and the first half only about an hour long. In the final 3 minutes of gameplay in that second quarter took forever just to finish it off, and nobody ended up scoring within that time frame. But now the third quarter going to start off, and the Summerville Bears will receive the kick, most likely being Kai Elkins or George Henderson, the main kick returner that we saw against Gustine. He had one kick return and nearly a few more of big yardages.
A lot of fun being had on the YouTube channel for NorCal Sports TV. Folks commenting as plays are happening. Eric Hike is just rooting on Austin Hike. And then there's one there, Mike D. in Ohio. That's Michael Duvall, a former Wildcat alumni. And I had no idea, Mike, that you moved to Ohio. You lived here in Tuolumne forever, one of the greatest drummers that ever came out of the Tuolumne area. And anyway, Mike, it's good to hear from you. And one of the things you can do is subscribe to NorCal Sports TV at YouTube. If you're watching this stream right now and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Simply hit the button. It's free. And then mark that bell, and that'll give you notifications anytime NorCal Sports TV is streaming any live sporting event. It's not just Summerville Bears. There's Sonora. For those who live in Tuolumne County, but I mean they cover, if they have the squads, they'll recover games from all over the place. And even the Sonora game right now, the Wildcats of Sonora on top of Hillmar, 13-6 in the third quarter. So Wildcats from Dunleavy Field having themselves a wonderful game. And that game being streamed live on NorCal Sports TV.
And the second half underway. Squib kick right side. Kind of an offensive play there, but the Bears hold on. And they will have it from midfield at about the 50.
Nice field position to start the second half, and here we go. Hopefully muscles are remaining stretched. But the Bears, since they kicked off with the lead and kicked off to start the game, get the ball here in the second half with a nice, comfortable lead. They'd like nothing more to go up by one more score here. So literally at half field here at the 50, they've got it.
That was Jarrett Whitney who fielded the kick. Always dangerous picking up a play like that. You don't want it to slip out. You want to bring it down and go down strong, and he did just that. Now here's Leveros offensively back in that same position they've been in. Elkins trying to bully through, and a last-ditch effort from Christian Gale knocked him down, or else he would have been gone.
5 yards on first down gives them a lot of opportunities. What do we have in the playbook, boys? And you're right. If it wasn't a trip up, Elkins may have ran for 20-plus, maybe even the touchdown.
Tremoloni in the slot right side. Austin Hike at the top. Left side, Leveros, the snap, quarterback draw, led by Elkins, pushing his way through. Hike, the second defender. Leveros all the way down, one-on-one, pushes past the defense. Touchdown, Summerville! Leveros gets it again, a little dance, and 6 points.
Once Leveros got into the secondary, number 14 there, Oscar Perrell, you're going to see us meet him down there, but by that time, Braylon's just barreling through. You can't stop him. You're going to have to wrap him up, and Perrell just tried to put an arm out to slow him down, and that's about all it did, slowed him down a little bit. So 2 plays, they go 50 yards, and Summerville strikes early, only burning 40 seconds off the game clock, which is going to give Waterford the entire quarter now to do what they've got to do. But here it is. We said Summerville needs to strike quick and go up by 3 scores, and they did that. They did just that.
Tremoloni will attempt the PAT. Gets it up, and good. 27-7. Now a 20-point lead for the Bears.
Bear fans, Boyer Construction is proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of Somerville Bears football. For over 30 years, they've proudly served our communities with an uncompromising commitment to quality, integrity, and client satisfaction. They are meticulous and still believe in the value of handshakes. And they ensure that you get the experience you deserve. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game. Sierra Pacific is proud to support Somerville Bears football. At Sierra Pacific Industries, we understand our greatest strength is the people who choose to build a career with us. We offer many opportunities for personal and professional growth, from entry-level to skilled trades, from truck drivers to sales managers, from foresters to engineers. Become one of our valued team members as part of a growing third-generation family-owned forest products company.
27-7, the Bears lead the Waterford Wildcats, and quarterback Braylon Leveros has all 4 touchdowns coming from runs. One was a 6-yard touchdown, another 38, another 29, and that one being around 45 yards. Braylon Leveros cannot be stopped. He won't be stopped. He won't be beat. Here's the kick return for the Wildcats. He was caught inside the 10 trying to dodge the tacklers. Flag comes out a little bit late, and Rutherford will finally be taken down at about the 21. But remember, that flag is down at the 12. Block in the back on Waterford, so I believe that's a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, but it's inside 20, so it's half the distance to the goal line. It was placed at the 12, so it should be placed at the 6. And hopefully the Bears defense can make a few quick stops, maybe find them in the end zone for a safety.
Bears need to stand their ground defensively, because you've noticed the last 2 kicks by Tremoloni on the kickoffs have been deep. They want to get Waterford deep as possible because they control the clock. They run a lot. The clock runs. If they can get them deep in their territory to start their possession, they got a better chance defensively.
Hilton takes a snap, hands it off, just trying to get those yards. Ball comes out in the hands of the Bears. And the Bears have it inside the 10. The Bears will get the ball back and an easy takeaway. Watch this again. The ball came flying out. And Logan Slater, fumble recovery. And just like that, the Bears inside the 10, looking to score.
A score here just may knock the wind out of the sails of the small squad known as the Waterford Wildcats. While the team's out, there's only 6 players on the sideline, so they've got a small squad here. Nothing doing for Barajas.
Barajas came in from the slot, and Hilton just came in defensively, flying through, sniffing it out, taking him down in time. So a loss of a few yards, but it'll be 2nd and goal from about the 16.
Yeah, Waterford just maybe starting to run out of steam, out of gas here. Most of their defense plays offense and whatnot, just being a small squad.
Leveros rolling left side, trying to run for it again. Gets back to the 11. It'll be 3rd and goal from there.
Tackle made by River Wolf.
Leveros still leading this team. He's ran a lot in this one, over 150 rushing yards for him alone. We have a few different receivers out on the field for Summerville. Rye Atkins is the wide receiver to the right side, along with Austin Hike just inside him, and Tristan Barajas from the slot on the left. Elkins in the backfield. Here's Leveros rolling right side, looking to throw, finding Atkins just out of the reach. Atkins had to dive deep for that one, and it just slaps off the hand and incomplete.
Absolutely floored there, a block, giving Leveros that extra time he needed to get that ball thrown out to Atkins, who was diving, but my goodness, I want to say it was Elkins who threw that block on, of all people, Caleb Hilton, the quarterback and free safety for the defense of Waterford. And he just got absolutely hammered by a block. Thankfully, he's up on his own 2 feet. 4th play of the drive here for the Bears. 4th down and goal.
Leveros calling for Barajas to come into the slot. 1 deep receiver on both sides. Barajas, that lone one on the left. Flags out on the field. Leveros finding a wide open Elkins in the corner of the end zone. Hands go up for the touchdown, but remember, a flag came out early. And a false start going to be placed on Summerville.
Who moved? I didn't see anybody move. Thankfully, we have the replay here, but apparently somebody moved offensively before the snap. That's unfortunate, as I still don't know, unless they're going to call Braylon for that quick drop before the snap, which, you know, I don't know. Was it somebody, maybe it was the receiver way out left that we don't quite have in the shot there on the replay. Well, they'll redo 4th and goal. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, I still don't know. A lot of movement beforehand, but they have every right to do that. They sat down and waited longer than a second, so okay.
Here you go, 4th down again from the 16. They'll go at it again. Leveros looking to throw deep into the right side. Receiver goes down on the ground, push from behind. No flags out this time, and it's a turnover on downs.
Intended to Rye Atkins.
We'll see this.
I think Atkins just slipped out there.
Waterford takes over possession on their own 12-yard line.
Stumbling out of the gate on that turnover, Summerville just could not pull it together. 5 plays and a turnover on downs, and here comes Waterford now with it after they coughed it up on a fumble in their last possession from their own 16, 1st and 10.
Quick pass to the flat, another screen play, gains about 4.
That's DePerrell there, number 14. Oscar Perrell. I think we're announcing his name properly. only got a couple of yards there. It's a second down and looks like a 6.
Hilton back in the gun, 2 receivers both sides. The snap, the handoff, and taken down very early. Jaden Hardy getting in the mix. Wrap him up.
First time we've seen Eric Dial, the ball carrier, number 20, plays on the O-line, but this time as a running back. I see a sophomore, 5'8", 140 pounds. Nothing doing there. I think ever since Snediger had to go out due to an injury, and they only have literally a handful, 5, maybe 6 players on the sideline. It's just taking the wind out of their sails.
Slater ready to attack, chomping at the bit. Hilton flung down by Kyle Curran, and a huge loss of about 7. Going to take it back for 4th and a plane ride.
The tackle there. Yeah, see, the best thing to do is just hold on, wrap up. And the Bears were showing a blitz there. Logan Slater was really chomping at the bit there at the line.
And now the Wildcats will actually bring out a punting unit, kick this one away. The first time we've really seen that. Back to return, I believe, is Tristan Barajas. He's set at the 50. Bears nearly got a hand on the punt. Going to drop down at the 40-yard line. Barajas picking it up, passes the 2 defenders that got there fast. Stays on his feet, no hands on the ground. Keeps it alive, and finally at the 30-yard line, Tristan Barajas will be tackled down.
It's a nice run, 15 yards. There's almost 20. Does he get to the 20-yard mark? He does get to the 30, didn't he? 20-yard run. I tell you, those Barajas, they are a different kind of a breed of a human being. No matter what size they are, if they get the ball in their hands, they're running and gunning, and it's going to take a lot to bring them down. As you saw there, Barajas gave the Bears decent field position with a 20-yard punt return.
Leveros hands it to Elkins. Right side, gains 5, trucks 1 player, and taken down at the 20. Going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 22-yard line, but a great 8-yard run by Kai Elkins.
Yeah, nice run. Nice run on first down. Plenty of options now. I mean, here they are. I mean, they just had the ball not too long ago, had to cough it up on downs for the first time in this game, and now they've got the ball back after Waterford goes 3 and out. And already chomping at the bit near the red zone here.
Another handoff to Elkins. Same exact play. Doesn't look like he's going to gain much.
Nice defense. Nate Franklin, number 26, the linebacker for Waterford, the junior, 5'9", 170, really sniffed that one out and stopped him from getting any further. Elkins is really trying to get to the outside.
Here's a timeout called by the Wildcats.
Hello, Bears fans. Black Oak Casino Resort is very proud to help bring you tonight's live streaming of the Summerville Bears football game. If you haven't been to Black Oak Casino Resort recently, now is the time to come by and check us out. Whether you enjoy the entertainment at Willow Creek Lounge, the 5-star RV park, the beautiful Black Oak Hotel and Conference Center, the bowling alley and family fun center, all the games our casino offers, or the fine dining at Seven Sisters Restaurant, it's all there waiting for you. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Nate's Tree Service is here tonight to bring you Bears football. They specialize in comprehensive tree maintenance and removal. The skilled arborists and staff at Nate's Tree Service have over 30 years experience serving residential and commercial clients in Amador, Calaveras, Tuolumne, and Mariposa counties. They bring their unique understanding.
Here's Austin Hike. Leveros handed the ball off to him, and it looks like he's going to be right at the line to gain. They're going to mark it 4th in inches for Summerville.
Just all they needed was those 3 yards.
Some scores from around NorCal. Sonora leads right now 21-12 over Hilmar. And another game on NorCal Sports TV, Central versus Turlock. That game started at 8 p.m. due to the heat. As Leveros pushes straight through the middle. Push after push after push. The Bears trying to find the end zone.
Come on, this is just straight bananas. I mean, we just dragging and dragging and dragging. And they got him down at the 1. Braylon Leveros is just in full beast mode right now. I mean, he's even dragging his own teammates who are trying to help him.
They do the same exact thing. Touchdown, Summerville. He does it again. Leveros comes up limping just a little bit.
No, we don't want to see that.
33-7, and Leveros pins another touchdown to his name.
Phenomenal game. They score and get back what they missed in their last possession after having to cop it up in downs. And now we've got a flag. One too many players were on the field there.
Actually, they called a substitution infraction.
Oh, is that what that was? Okay.
Improper substitution.
7-0 Central leading Turlock right now live on NorCal Sports TV.
And the extra point is good. 34-7 with just under 7 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Tuolumne County is proud to bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. As the official tourism bureau of Tuolumne County, California, their mission is to enhance economic growth by increasing tourism to Tuolumne County. VTC invites visitors to experience iconic Yosemite explorations, authentic California gold country discoveries, and unforgettable High Sierra outdoor adventures. You can enjoy endless outdoor recreation, state and local parks, sightseeing, stargazing, history, shopping, wine and cider tastings, relaxation, and more.
34-7, the Summerville Bears find the end zone again, and it's no other than Braylon Leveros, who has all 5 touchdowns for Summerville off a 2-yard run. But the play just before that, it was 4th and 1. They were just trying to get that first down marker, but they got that and plenty more. It was one of those plays where it's just a quarterback sneak up the middle, and that's all it is. It's a sneak for 1 yard. That's all you need, but he ended up getting about 20.
You know, Braylon may be getting the scores, but it's not without the help of his O-line and all. They are just doing and all working on what we call all cylinders, if you will. You know, not a lot of miscues. They did have one series where they ended up turned it over on downs. So Waterford's not without error. You know, they've got their opportunities and their issues they need to work through, but they've also had one good defensive stop against the Bears.
Oh, and an unfortunate play for the Waterford Wildcats. The ball split through the legs of the Wildcat returner, and he decides to jump on it inside the 5-yard line because the ball was stopped. But in high school football, once your knee's down, your elbow, your hand is down on the ground, that's where you're going to be down. And so inside the 5, the Wildcats will be to start this drive, and that's not a great place to be, especially when you've seen Summerville stop them there before.
Summerville's been kicking it off. This is their 3rd kickoff in which they went deep, and that time the ball just bounced in proper form just under the Waterford player, and of course, like you mentioned, bringing it down, dropping on it inside the 5. They've got their back up against the wall here.
A rookie-style play, and the running back breaks free for a few yards, gets to the 10-yard line.
Nice little run. Give him a little bit of breathing room there. Again, that's Eric Dial. He is a sophomore. Second time he's had a chance to get the ball since they've had a player earlier, one of their star players, Snittiger, go down with injury. They've had to give the ball to a couple other players, and so those players have made a couple of moves, so it's nice to see that they're getting their reps.
Find themselves a little bit of breathing room now as Hilton be back in the gun. Snap, takes it himself, had the option, maybe got one, and there's another flag.
That's unfortunate.
Tackled by Cooper. Flag on the field.
That's against Summerville. Looked like they called a roughing the passer of all things.
Personal foul against the Bears. Gives the Wildcats a first down.
That is a big penalty. Summerville has suffered a couple of big penalties here today. That is a big 15-yard penalty, saying that they're putting Hilton, getting a little too rough with him. But he's also one of the running backs. Once he breaks that plane and runs, It's free game.
Nearly an interception for Summerville. Going to go incomplete. But, yeah, if we can take a look at that last play one more time. Is an interesting call as an injury timeout on the field. But it's an interesting call because he showed he was going to run. He tucked the ball and went. And you mentioned roughing the passer. It looked like that was the play call to me as well. But we know he had already crossed the line of scrimmage and the personal foul as well. Not exactly sure what they were trying to get at and what they're trying to pin on the Bears.
This here is just nothing more than a severe cramp for our Bears player here. This is the one thing we were curious why we hadn't seen yet, but that player that's in his calf is just cramping up hardcore, so they're trying to stretch it out. It's one of the things we were concerned with before the game. I mean, it's still 84 degrees here at game time, and that is Austin Hike, right, number 2? Hike, yeah, he's going to be fine. He's got to stretch that one out. He's going to have to run that one off, kind of giving the grimacing look as he went high. 3 Bears defenders went high to try to pick that ball off and probably just stretch that muscle out a little further than they were expecting. And he'll be back in soon. Look, he's on he's jogging it off. He'll be good. We know the Hike family have been commenting on YouTube, and it looks like he's going to be just fine.
Hilton, quick throw to the flat right side, gains some yardage, and hit there after a gain of 4.
That's Eric Dial again. Looks like they're going to continue to go to him. They were given some running opportunities and reps to Chauvin earlier in the game, number 7. And I noticed that he's on the sideline limping. So here is Eric Dial now getting some reps as a sophomore here on the varsity level. And again, Waterford has currently standing, ready to run into this game, 6 players. That's it. That's their backup. I think total they only have about 20 players total on their team.
Here's Rutherford, dragged down from behind. It's Kai Elkins making the stop. Yeah, that basically their third-string running back they have in now.
Yeah. And, of course, they're thinking they're just going to go with Eli Rutherford every time. And, of course, they did here, and he got the yards that he needs. But the one thing Waterford needs to do, even with their small squad, is continue to show reps that they've got players. You know what I mean? You can't just assume key in now on Rutherford. Or even keying in on their quarterback, Caleb Hilton. I'm surprised he hasn't ran the ball as more often than he has, seeing as he was the star running back just a year ago.
3-step drop back, push to the side. Here goes Rutherford, and he's dropped behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1.
That was a nice play. You know, the Bears are throwing out players now and getting them some reps. Coach Leveros, you know, he has Kyle Kalaya out there, and Kalaya was chasing after Hilton, and then you had other players coming in like Nicholas Rogers, and so that opened up the field, and he was able to dump that pass off to Rutherford. Unfortunately, Rutherford didn't have time to even get back to the line of scrimmage and loses a yard. 7th play of the drive here for the Waterford Wildcats.
Hilton takes a snap, immediately rolls left side. He has 2 blockers in front, trying to stop Kyle Curran, throws it up between Trimoloni and Tristan Barajas, the receiver. Number 14, Oscar Peril, couldn't hold on.
Hilton's throwing 30-yard bombs down there, and they just look like they're wobbling in the air and giving not only his offense time but also defense to say, hey, we got some hang time here. Let's see if we can get in position. And there was Ryan Atkins running, and I'm sure he would have loved to have a go at that if he had the right angle. 3rd down and 11 for Waterford, deep in their not deep, but they're at their own 40. 7 plays later, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They started from their 3.
Hilton fakes the handoff, play action, throws right side, and it's way low of the receiver, Christian Gale. So that makes it 4th.
Trying to take advantage of those guys on the line who are just coming in strong and trying to get quick passes out there. A quick hot pass attempt to Christian Gale may have given them the 10 yards they need, but we'll see what they do here. 4th down and 11, down by 27 points here late in the game. Of course, incomplete passes stop the clock. We were on record pace for this game in the first half until
it's not going to be incomplete. It's going to be intercepted, so
we
don't have to worry about it. Defense at the ready. Hilton from the gun, and they don't like what they see, so they're going to call a timeout. 4 minutes, 3 seconds as a 34-7 score is on the scoreboard.
Ranch Casino is a proud sponsor of the Summerville Bears Quarterback Club, and they support Summerville High student athletes. By working together, Chicken Ranch Casino believes we can all help elevate each and every student athlete's game, both on the field and in the classroom.
Lupo. It's a name synonymous with real estate in Tuolumne County and has been for more than 30 years. The latest member of the Lupo family to join the Tuolumne County real estate family is LeAnn Lupo at Keller Williams Agency. LeAnn is a Tuolumne County native and knows how special the place we call home is. A hard worker who truly cares about her clients. LeAnn is a special talent, and LeAnn is a Summerville High School graduate and huge Bear supporter, so give her a call and see what she can do to help you. If you see her around town, please thank her for helping to make tonight's live stream possible.
34-7. As you see the cheerleaders in their Hawaiian gear, deemed it Hawaiian night here at Thorstead Field. Here goes Hilton looking to throw on 4th and 11 over the middle. Cut. And he has room to go. Dean Tremoloni close behind. Oscar Perrell, the second touchdown for the Waterford Wildcats. And it comes in the third quarter with 4 minutes to play.
My goodness. 60 yards for that man who's known to take passes and run them deep. And, man, once he got the ball, he was fast. We haven't seen speed like that. But getting past the secondary, see ya, wouldn't want to be a whoop, 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 whoop. I mean, he was just gone. 61 yards, actually, was the official.
On a 4th and 11 play, on their side of the field, they go for a play like that, and it pays out.
Just hit the post. We're going to run it. We're just,
He gets the touchdown, and he gets the extra point as well. That's Oscar Perrell, who makes it a 34-14 game.
Caldwell Insurance, our local team, is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
A quick slant pass from Hilton to Perrell has given Waterford some life and a score and a quick touchdown. 61 yards they went. Here from the right side, the weak side, Perrell all of a sudden turns the pass. There he goes. Gets past the secondary, and he was gone very fast. Perrell is a senior. He's 5'10", only 155 pounds, but he's got some legs underneath him, so the PAT was good. And so Summerville with the lead, 34-14. We've got 3:53 to go here in the third quarter, and they've made it a game. And here on the call is our lead man, Levi Flores.
I don't think we're going to see Waterford boot this down the field. I believe that they're going to try to do an onside kick, get this ball back if they can, and try to get another score. 20 points, it seems like a lot, 3 touchdowns, but Summerville did it in the first half very easily. And now Waterford kind of making this one a game, just like you said, so I expect the onside kick and an attempt to bring it back. Squib kick into the legs of number 24, that is Arian Schnabel, is a lead defender in the game for Summerville. Haven't seen him too much tonight, but Waterford unable to convert that squib kick into their own possession.
That's what you want to do. Special teams, have your guys that have the good hands up front, because especially late in the game, that's what they're going to do. And Waterford tried, but Summerville put the best hands out there. That's what you want to do. By the way, that last drive for Waterford is the longest of any team here today. 9 plays, 97 yards. So they usually run multiple plays on every drive. That time doing it at 9, but they did go 97 yards to make it happen.
A substitution infraction on Summerville again. So move the ball back a few yards and start it up again.
That's the second time they've been called for that one. A lot of flags here today, mostly against Summerville. Even in the JV game, they had a few flags that were, we've had some big variety penalties too. So 1st and 15 now, Bears from their 41.
Leveros from the pistol, 2 running backs. It's Elkins behind him. Elkins takes it, gains about 3.
Well, 3 yards on first down is usually good when you're at your line of scrimmage on a 1st and 10. But they're really going to have to make this happen here with the 2nd down and 12 situation. Do something a little extra. Keep the ball alive. And probably best to keep the ball on the ground, or if you are going to go for a pass, make sure it's a sure pass, something short, something that allows the clock to continue to run.
Leveros hands it off to Elkins, gets around the left edge. Linebackers coming in. Elkins trucks the first, gets past the second, but he's down 3 yards shy of the first down marker.
Good hustle by number 26, Nate Franklin of Waterford, one of the linebackers, junior 5'9", 170. When Elkins hit him, normally the players bounce back. He hit and held on, and they grabbed his shoes there at the very end to bring him down. That is a tough kid to beat when he's coming straight at you head on. I wouldn't want to meet him. Kai Elkins. We don't have any stats on his size, but he's obviously a very strong young man. And doesn't matter how big you are, he's going to barrel over you.
3rd and 4, Leveros being chased from behind, cuts up field, gets past the first down, past the 40. There's the horse collar flag. Leveros cutting in and out again, spins past one defender, still somehow alive, staying on his feet, taken down inside the 20. And that flag, of course, going to go against Waterford with the horse collar. You're going to see that rather quickly here. Grabbed from behind right there, brought inside the pads. Good job by the referee to call it. And Leveros somehow, I don't know how he does it. We've called him the magician in past seasons, and he continues to prove that here today.
You know, and he's such a nice guy, too. It's kind of weird when you talk to him personally. I mean, if you want to see him, who he really is and how he is as a person, watch the episode of Floret with him and Levi. Levi takes some of these guys and tries to beat them at their own games. And just the conversations he had were just so relaxed, you know, such a relaxed guy. But, man, on the field, he's a beast. And I don't know how he does it.
That penalty tacked on to the end of the play. Here's Leveros handing off to Elkins, wide open, and not going to get there for the touchdown, but he's going to be about 3 yards shy.
Elkins like, hey, Leveros, let me take one in the end zone. Of course, he just probably set up Leveros for a quarterback sneak now to put another one in. And now, you know, I mean, they are still 3 touchdowns ahead. I know the last score by Waterford going 97 yards on 9 plays showed some life in their offense. They did. But the Bears are not going to sleep here. It's not time to hibernate.
Elkins again. He earns a touchdown. Right. It's the first player besides Leveros to score a touchdown for Summerville.
Nice job, offensive line, to make that happen. Hard running by Elkins puts up 6 more.
5 plays, 59 yards for Summerville, and it ends in an Elkins touchdown.
Nice series for the Bears, strong.
And Tremoloni splits the uprights straight down Main Street, 41 to 14. The Summerville Bears continue their win streak tonight.
Bears fans, Nate Saw Mower is pleased to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. They're your go-to retailer when you need a steel project to do the job, at home or at work. Visit their store, where friendly, knowledgeable staff will assist you in finding the right steel for the job, whether it's a chainsaw, blower, trimmer, pressure washer, or anything in between. Nate's Saw Mower on Longeway Road in Sonora. Levitt United Insurance Services offers quality insurance coverage, a high level of professional service, and a long-term relationship. They have several locations throughout California to serve your needs, including Elk Grove, Lodi, Napa, Roseville, Sonora, Walnut Creek, and Minden, Nevada. As independent agents, they'll research rates and coverage from top insurance companies to find the best insurance rates and insurance plans for you. They do the shopping and comparing, so you can save time and money.
Summerville 41, Waterford Wildcats 14. Not even into the 4th quarter quite yet. Sonora Wildcats just down the street from us here at Dunleavy Field. Lead 21 to 14 as the Waterford Wildcats look for a decent kick return down to the 35-yard line. And I do want to mention with Motherlode League play, this is either the last year or they have until about 2024 for the Motherlode League. But right now, the Summerville Bears lead the Motherlode League, being what I'm just going to call 3-0 right now. The Wildcats, if they win tonight, they'll be 2-1. But no other team has a better record than Summerville in the Motherlode League.
And they've faced some great teams. Dos Palos a week ago. on paper looked like Dos Palos was going to be a powerhouse, and Summerville hung in there. In this game here, after losing the first 2 contests to Waterford, Summerville has come out firing on all cylinders and just from all looks here can't be stopped. Even though they've only got a 27-point lead, we probably won't have a running clock here in the fourth quarter unless Waterford coach decides to. One of the things we know, though, is Waterford lost 10 players last year due to graduations, and it appears that not a lot of players have come back or even wanted to play from the squad, because it's one of the smallest schools I've ever seen with only 6 players on the sideline while 11 are out on the field playing.
Here's another handoff, Rutherford. He gets taken out. About 4-yard gain, but the clock is still going to continue to run as he did not get out before being knocked down.
One of the things the Bears are going to have to work on this week, whether or not they were true flags or not, is don't even have the appearance of doing something that could warrant a flag. And they've had some big penalties here tonight. I mean, some you just, I guess a roughing the passer that doesn't quite equal roughing the passer. I don't know. I'm not sure. I wasn't down on the field with the referee, what he may have heard. But the Bears have had a couple of big penalties against them here tonight.
Here goes Rutherford, splits past one defender, and he gets the first.
So there's always room to grow, right? You know, as the coaches are always looking, where can we improve? And one of the things they may not have been ready for is the amount of flags that has been thrown against them here tonight. Even a couple of substitution situations, which is because what happens when you have a big lead is substitutions, because you end up getting other players coming in second, third string and whatnot. And if you're not quite substituting properly, you're going to get called for it. And this officiating staff is prepared for it.
And despite the dominating score that Summerville has over Waterford, this is the worst I've seen them play this season, which is good, especially if you're going to win the game. You know, play your worst games as long as you win, because later on in the league is where it really counts.
Oh, Ryan Espinoza, intended receiver, a junior, just bounced right off his knee or midsection. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but Hilton put a soap on a rope. I mean, hey, here's one you can't miss. Boom. Bounce right off his mid. Look at him. Oh, I'm going to be thinking about that one later tonight, he said.
When you are looking for a custom home, Caldera Construction has you covered. From the shores of Lake Tulloch to the mountain corridor of 108. We have been building custom homes in Tuolumne and Calaveras counties for over 20 years. Along with new home construction, we also do additions, decks, and remodels. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Robert Caldera Construction or our website at rcaldera.com. That's rcaldera.com. And of course, go Bears!
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Entering the fourth quarter, the Bears 41, Waterford 14, 12 on the clock. And we didn't necessarily get the signal of a running clock, but we'll see what happens as a pass over the middle. Caught by the receiver, moving backwards, finally trying to launch forward. And finally taken down at the 39-40 line. I'm surprised the referees didn't whistle that dead a little bit sooner. He's going to get enough for the first down, but the forward momentum certainly was taken advantage of 2 or 3 times.
And you risk your players out there in Waterford working on thin ice as it is with few players to even go to. That's one of their top guys, Peril, Oscar, and he's actually slowly coming off the field even as we speak. They had to substitute for him. So now you're down to Rutherford and your quarterback Hilton with a bunch of second and third stringers, sophomores now. And now they're going to have to call a timeout.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you.
Only a few plays into the fourth quarter, and another Waterford Wildcat injured on that last play. He's going to enter now right after the timeout, so they'll have him for this one. But like you were mentioning before, a few Wildcats have already been injured, limped off the field, and they're running their third and second strings in some positions.
Yeah, and Hilton's out here still taking the snaps. Plays both sides. Most of this team does. I mean, you got 11 players on the field at any given time, right, whether you're offense or defense. You got a total of 17 players on your team. These guys got to be getting gassed here. Even playing offense the whole time, because Waterford has controlled the game as far as the clock goes. They've had offensively the ball and ran more plays combined than Summerville, probably by twice as much. Yeah, these guys have to be getting tired. Who do you go to now? What do you do? Couple of big plays here and there. I mean, they've got 4 receivers now.
Quick referee timeout. Going to go over and talk to the head umpire. 11 minutes, 30 seconds left, and the incomplete pass stops the clock.
And I'm wondering if they're not on this play showing 4 receivers, 1 to the right side, weak side, going to that guy. It's Christian Gale. It's worked before. He ran sort of a slant. Nope.
Quick handoff instead.
Yeah.
And the Waterford Wildcats, we don't give them enough credit for what they do in the run game. We knew it before the game even started that they average 5 yards a carry, and they do it often. 2 and 3 plays, they run the ball, and they've done that every single time, but for some reason, they just don't get into the end zone, or it doesn't work on a set of 3 plays, and that's why we don't see too much from them.
Not in this game anyway. We haven't seen a lot of scoring, but they have, you're right, put up big yards. First and second down.
Another handoff.
Yeah. It's Eric Dial. He's one of the sophomore players, and that's about his 5th carry. And getting 5 or 6 yards on the last play, he gets 4 this time. So I'm noticing one of the things that they're doing right now is showing like they're going to pass. They're spreading out the offense. They're spreading out their receivers, which is causing the Bears defense to loosen up on the line a little bit and go out and cover, because at any point they could technically throw it there. I mean, look who they got. They got Rutherford and Perrell. They're big receivers on the left side, and then they've got Christian Gale on the right. Oh, now they're going to throw it.
Way out thrown, intended target Oscar Perrell, and that one way over the head, and I'm not even sure if a defender was even there that could intercept it.
Yeah, you'd have to put up some big hops on that. I mean, there was an attempt. Who was that? My goodness.
Tristan Barajas.
Yeah, that was a true attempt from the heart for Barajas. I mean, he went so high up there he couldn't even come back down on his feet. He landed on his body. So 3rd down and 7, or 3rd down and 6, maybe, a long 6 for Waterford here. And a couple of passes by Caleb Hilton, the quarterback for Waterford, have just been off the mark, either too hot or a little too low. Throws it hard, but can't quite get there.
Here's another throw. Perrell inside the 15, down at about the 9. Rolls inside, and a great job by the Waterford offense connecting on a good play.
There it was, right? Quick pass. Let's do it quick. Let's snap. Hilton not even steps back. He literally took the snap, turns, and just threw it. And Perrell was running. And so now the 10th play of this drive coming up. They started on their own 37. They started in the 3rd quarter with the ball. And we've seen the end of that quarter now come and gone. And now we've burned over 2 minutes and counting on the 4th quarter clock. Waterford still has it.
Rolling around the left edge and through the pylon, another touchdown for the Waterford Wildcats.
9-yard run for Rutherford. 10 plays, 63 yards for Waterford to finally punch that one in.
PAT could possibly make it 41-21. Peril puts it up, and he puts it through. 41-21, just like that. 9 minutes, 36 seconds left in the fourth.
Our Tree Service is a local family-owned and operated business specializing in meeting fire clearance requirements, hazardous tree removal, and emergency jobs. With over 20 years experience, our employees are safe, knowledgeable, and professional. Voted 2021's Best of 209 by 209 Multimedia, we're happy to provide our customers with quality work at affordable rates. Proud to offer discounts to veterans. Call today to schedule your free estimate. 209-559-0124. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362.
41-21 after the Waterford Wildcat touchdown. I assume they're going to try the same thing as last time. Squib type onside kick. Try to get this ball back. I mean, they're 20 points away, which is still that 3 touchdowns. We said it was possible last time. I guess it's still possible now. And it certainly is as the Bears muff it. And you can see the frustration from number 16, Brody Peters, as it slipped through his grab. And it's Wildcat ball near the 40. See this one again. Brody Peters, he put his body on the ground, tried to use it as a backstop, but it was a little bit too late. And 2 Wildcats able to jump on it in time. The rest of the Bears trusted their teammate, which is exactly what you want. You want trust within the team. At the same time, you have to be there to back up just in case it fails. And this one failed for them, so the Wildcats get it back at about the 42.
And it was young Eric Dial, the sophomore, who picked it up for Waterford on that kick.
Bad snap, hits the ground, and the Bears get it back. Hilton couldn't hold on. A bad snap we saw a lot during the JV game, a few times this time, and Hilton just couldn't get the grasp on it. So 2 plays in a row. Ball has some butter on it.
That is unfortunate. You know, I mean, here they were now. Hey, guys, we can get in here. We can get our momentum back. I mean, here they are, 17 people completely on the squad.
And Hilton now limping off the field for the Wildcats. Leveros back out offensively. Austin Hike is behind him, not Elkins like usual. Leveros the snap, handoff Hike. Rolls left side, down the sideline, tries to spin around the defense. Moved around Christian Gale, and he gains the yards, about 13 for a first down.
Yeah, very nice run for Austin Hike. Absolutely beautiful.
And he's back down.
Outside.
He's back down on the ground, probably another cramp, just like last time.
You know, he ran 13. He's probably had enough because this leg is just not working well. Oh, this time it's the right leg, it looks like.
So he got the first down, moved the chain starting from the 30. And I just assume Kai Elkins will move back out there for the running back slot, and he does. A few different players too. Bryce Leveros as a receiver on the left side. And I believe that's Dean Trimoloni at the top of your screen.
See what they got in their back pocket.
Leveros takes his time, standing straight up. Just taking the time, takes off the clock.
Yeah.
Finally sets the team, and I assume they're just going to result in the run game and keep the clock running. Elkins makes a move down to the 20, first down and plenty more. 10-5, end zone, touchdown, Summerville.
2 plays and they punch it in from 44 yards. And here's, you know, Elkins taking the handoff and gets the 30-yard TD run. And what you were mentioning, you know, Braylon was just standing there. He's watching the back judge. When the back judge starts counting down from 5, 4, that's when you snap it because they're trying to burn some time off the clock.
And the Bears have learned from the Dos Palace game. They need a little bit of extra protection on field goals after Tremoloni's kick got taken down one time. But with that, 48-21, the Summerville Bears continue their stride.
Hey Bears fans, Sindelar Plumbing, a local family-owned business, is proud to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. If you find yourself needing a plumber, call us first. A simple faucet installation, a new energy-efficient water heater, or a new residential and commercial plumbing project, we will help with them all. With over 20 years of plumbing experience, look no further than Sindelar Plumbing for solutions to all your plumbing needs.
This is a commercial. From the video to the sounds of nature, the music, the words on the screen, the transitions, me, the voice saying these words. This is a commercial. Justin Flores Productions. Audio, video, and all your media needs. They make commercials like this one.
48-21. The beginning of that last full possession actually resulted in a muffed kick return for Summerville. Waterford got it back, and on the first snap of Waterford getting that ball, it was a low snap, went out of the hands, and Summerville got it right back after one play. So they made up for that, and then scoring is Kai Elkins on a huge run, and this is the kick return from about the 11-yard line. Got a decent amount of yardage off the kick return, nearly 20 yards.
Nice generous spot, a hair inside the 30 instead of the 29. So we'll mark it at the 30, giving them a 19-yard run.
Hilton back in the game. He limped off the field on the last possession. Here he is throwing, caught in the hands of Peril. Spins around, dodges one tackle. Dean Tremoloni finally chasing him down inside Bear territory and down at the 44.
That seems to be working for him. That's what they did last time. Quick pass to Peril like that. Hilton does not take a step. He takes the snap, turn, pass, and that's exactly what they did in the last drive. Well, the drive before the last drive. The last drive was a fumble, but the last successful drive. That has worked twice for them now. Now they got Peril going wide out, far right. Christian Gale next to him, Rutherford.
Back to the handoff game. And it doesn't quite work. Gain of 2.
Eric Dial averaging 5 yards per run, and the last few series they've been getting anywhere between 2 and 3 yards per run. But as you mentioned earlier, they had been so successful with that even up until this final late in the game as that started to happen. And again, it's just energy, it's conditioning. How many reps and snaps can you take before you finally just wear out? 2nd down and 8 for Waterford here.
Another high snap. Luckily, Hilton has the hands to grab it. And Rye Atkins flying into the backfield, nearly taking him down, stops his momentum. And a Waterford player without a helmet near midfield.
A little bit of tussling down going on the line, and helmets are just not secure enough and just coming off with a couple of bumps.
In fact, Rye Atkins nearly forced a fumble there, got his hand in, the ball wiggled just a little bit.
Coop Thompson, number 69, a senior on the O-line for Waterford. Helmet chin strap just wasn't quite on properly. It wasn't like anything illegal took place. They were just tussling, linemen doing what they do. And that helmet just came off with ease. Gotta pay attention to that. Somebody's going to get hurt.
3rd and 6. Corners playing off the receivers. Here's another handoff and taken down just past the line to make it 4th and about 5.
I kind of feel bad. I haven't been keeping an eye on the tackle stats. But Jaden Hardy is probably got to be leading with the tackles, if not the first touches for the defense for Summerville. He is just absolutely beast mode out there today. You just cannot stop him. And here's 4th down for Waterford. They got nothing to do but to go for this.
Hilton being chased down, takes it himself, He has a one-on-one, trying to find that 30-yard line, close to it, and it's enough for the first down. So he gets flung down, and he's slow to get up.
Jar hit Whitney on the tackle. I think it was. Let me make sure I got the right player there on the tackle. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I do not have the right player. It's number 42, Riley Neves. Riley Neves? For Summerville on the tackle. I need to wear my glasses. These little rosters they give us here. Try to get as many players as we can, especially when we see an open play. But, hey, there's Waterford now in their 5th play of the drive, and they convert on a 5-yard run by the quarterback. Actually, he got more like 6 yards. He needed 5, and so it keeps the clock running, and it keeps their game alive.
Hilton getting beat up there as well. Hands it off, trying to find the edge, gets a few yards. And another good tackle, actually gained a lot more than I thought. That's 7 yards. The initial hit came 4 yards past the line of scrimmage, and then he just carried on for an extra 3.
You know, we have to remember these guys went 10-2 last year, went deep into the second playoffs, and Rutherford, if I'm not mistaken, is one of those players that came back. Of the 2 that came back, he's one. And he is a gamer. I mean, he's a senior. He's playing his heart out here in his final year of high school football. You're not going to stop him very easy when he gets the ball.
Another handoff, running backs bumping into each other, stop short of the first down. And like you were saying, final year of senior football or high school football for Rutherford. In 2 weeks, they start their league play against Delhi. That'll be September 16th, and that'll be a home game for Waterford. Then they move on to play Lee Grand, Ripon Christian, Gustine, which we played earlier in the season as well, Oristemba, Mariposa County, and Denair. They have a lot in their Southern League. Last year they won. Maybe they can do it again, but that's all up to their league opponents.
It's the 7th play of the drive here for the Wildcats.
Hilton throwing it deep, intercepted by Rye Atkins at the 5-yard line. Plenty of room to go, and finally pushed out of bounds at about the 38-yard line, and the Summerville Bears get the ball back.
Way to go, Rye. Getting his rep in there. Ball was grossly underthrown of who he was. I'm not even sure who he was trying to throw to, maybe Rutherford, but a nice run back, too. Just getting pushed out last minute there. Otherwise, he may have gone all the way.
Rye Atkins, one of the only sophomore players. There are 3 sophomores on the varsity squad, Atkins being one of them. He stands at 6'5", the largest on the team. You can't teach height, of course, and didn't necessarily need it there. He was right where the ball fell into his hands. And, also plays a receiver position. But talking to Braylon Leveros earlier on in the season, he said you play up until you're down. And, of course, Rye Atkins showing that he should play up. Here's a handoff to a unknown number that we haven't had recently, Nicholas Rogers, a junior running back, getting a rep.
Good to see on first down, a junior coming out there and going 8 yards on first down, running behind his line, staying in his position, doing what he was supposed to be. Nice tackle by River Wolf, another senior for Waterford there, stopping the run.
Second and 2, Leveros in the pistol. On the left side of the field, the receiver, there's no direct corner. They're kind of allowing a defensive back pushed out 10 yards that separate, but they're still going to keep that running game and just take the time off the clock. And there's Rogers again for a second time in a row, earns a first down.
Man, just nice run. Again, the offensive line, the Bears, they're all doing what they're supposed to be doing, stay in their positions.
And Braylon Leveros got to make his way to the sideline, and in his place, Tristan Barajas for the final 3 minutes.
Again, that Barajas family, known for raising up athletes. We watched Tristan in the JV squad a couple years back. Oh, look at this.
Rogers, a huge play, spins around, and down at the 30. That's a 15-yard run.
Rogers in 3 handoffs has gotten over 30 yards just like that.
Just before that last play, you see number 12 there, Tooney Mansuranas. Heard a few chants from the sideline and from the crowd yelling for Tooney. And he's the wideout on the left side. I don't think they're going to necessarily pass, but maybe we can see something from the fan favorite.
You'll watch Barajas. He's watching the back judge way back at the 10. And as soon as he raises his hand and starts counting down, that means you have 5 seconds to snap the ball. They're burning off as much game clock as they can. Rogers again got 9 yards on that run. And he's got almost, they're going to give him an 8-yard run. He's got almost 40 yards in 4 carries just in this series for Summerville. They started on their own 39, and the ball being moved up has been all Rogers.
And Rogers reminds me of a former Bear player, also played the running back position. I believe it was Connor Cowley, played a few years ago. He's very aware of what's happening on the field, and he kind of limps around, but he gets the yardage. It kind of looks like he's going to get tackled right away, but somehow he finds a way around it and gets those yards, and that's what it reminds me of if you're a Bear fan from a few years back. And here's a false start on the Bears. I think they called that on Seamus Miller, who had taken the place of Rogers in this running back position.
Running before the snap. And probably just barely running before the snap. I mean, it was just a...
We have quarterback Kristen Brawhart, running back Seamus Miller.
Miller going to get the handoff this time, and Waterford finally able to meet in the backfield. A loss of 1 on the run.
Daniel Mercado is nowhere to go on that play for Miller.
Now that we've seen this Waterford team, we mentioned pregame and a few times throughout that they played Stone Ridge Christian, who is our homecoming matchup, and Waterford lost 51-27, which is kind of a similar score that we saw tonight, but the Bears didn't play their best game, and we will see them in 3 weeks on September 23rd. Make sure to join us here for that homecoming match. I will be here with you that night. Barajas fakes it, runs it himself, and taken down at the 21-yard line, gains about 8 yards. It'll be 4th and 1 at the 21.
Very smart move because Barajas knew he needed to stay in field, so when he got tackled, the clock would continue to run. And that's going to be it because they will have not enough time to run another play. They're just going to let the clock run, and it looks like Summerville's going to walk away victorious, 48-21.
Have a post-game show up in just a moment. Final score, 48-21. Stay tuned for the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp post-game show.
Bear fans, Boyer Construction is proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. For over 30 years, they've proudly served our communities with an uncompromising commitment to quality, integrity, and client satisfaction. They are meticulous and still believe in the value of handshakes. And they ensure that you get the experience you deserve. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game. Sierra Pacific is proud to support Summerville Bears football. At Sierra Pacific Industries, we understand our greatest strength is the people who choose to build a career with us. We offer many opportunities for personal and professional growth, from entry-level to skilled trades, from truck drivers to sales managers, from foresters to engineers. Become one of our valued team members as part of a growing third-generation family-owned forest products company.
NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp post-game show. The Summerville Bears remain victorious 3-0 on the season, and they defeat the Waterford Wildcats tonight. I'm Levi Flores along with my dad, Justin Flores, and now take us what we saw tonight.
Take you through what we saw tonight, huh? I'm trying to frantically put this together here. Both teams had 11 possessions. Multiple penalties for Summerville throughout the game. I haven't quite figured out how many plays Summerville ran, but Waterford ran with 11 possessions, 77 plays, putting up 21 points. So again, Summerville had the ball 11 times, but each time they had it, I don't think they actually ran more than 6 plays. So they're going to be somewhere in the mid-60s as far as the number of plays. It was evident Waterford controlled the clock. You said early on the key to the game for Waterford was control the clock. They run the ball a lot, which means the clock's going to run. If that's the case, you better make sure at the end of your possession you score. Otherwise, you give it to the Bears. Summerville's going to score. And how many times did they score on 1 or 2 possessions or 3 possessions, or even putting together a series of 5 or 6? However, you got to give it to Waterford. At one point, they did put together one massive series, and that was a 97-yard series in which it took them only 9 plays to do it, wrapping up with a 61-yard pass to their big guy, Oscar Peril. That was the one moment in the game tonight that we saw what we had thought we were going to see just based on paper. We also had some injuries as well. Snedeker went down. Summerville, on the other hand, they continue to play the game that they have played now for 3 straight weeks. Is it balanced? Is it the number of passes versus rushes? I don't know, but you never know what's going to happen. And they've got enough players and enough depth in their chart that they are one of those teams this year that are exciting to watch, because you just don't know what's going to happen. And as long as Levereaux stays healthy to take the team and the helm on every snap, Summerville's going to have a massive season. Here they are, 3-0 at the end of this one.
And Levereaux's 5 touchdowns on the night, all rushing touchdowns for him, 6-yard touchdown, 38, 29, 45, and a 2-yard touchdown rush, all for him. And then Kai Elkins, of course, getting his share of touchdowns. He had 2 4-yard rush and a 30-yard rushing touchdown as well. The rushing game strong for the Bears tonight. We always talk about the balanced offense that they have, but this season they've proven different. In the first game against Gustine, Levereaux only threw 6 passes, and in the second game against Dos Palos, he threw 12, but that still doesn't match the 60-plus plays for a 50-50 in rushing and passing. So Summerville rushing game very, very strong, but at the same time, 2 perfect passer ratings in the first 2 games for Levereaux. This one, we didn't see the passing that we saw from Levereaux in those first 2 matchups, but it certainly is great to see. And next week, we'll be at Houston.
Yeah, looking forward to that one, right? The Houston Huskies, look out. Here come the Summerville Bears coming down the hill. And it's time for more football. I can't wait for that next week. I just quickly did a real quick recap, and I was absolutely wrong, completely wrong. Each team did have 11 possessions. Waterford did have 77 total plays. Summerville Bears offensively, 36 plays. 48 points. You run those numbers. You crunch that if you want. As far as I'm concerned, Summerville Bears, whoever they're facing, better watch out. If they're healthy, they're coming in, they're playing ball.
And last year against the Houston Huskies, we played here at Summerville High. We lost the game by 2 points, 8-6, and Summerville playing a team like Houston, which is another big school, kind of like Dos Palos was last week, only losing by 2 points in such a low-scoring game. Very good for the Bears' pride, of course, the Bear pride. But then after the game, after the fact, going to throw a little shade on Houston, they said we're disappointed and embarrassed about what our fans saw after this game. We shouldn't have played that way. We should have won by a lot more, and I'm looking forward to seeing next week, because these Summerville Bears remember those tweets and what they said, and they're going to try to do what they did to Waterford tonight and do the payback that's necessary.
They're hungry for that, right? They're hungry for the retribution, and so we're looking forward to that great game. Although we just asked that they have a great week of practice and preparation and watching everything. Looking forward to that. And, of course, the Bears QB Club are the ones that have allowed NorCal Sports TV to even put these games on, and so very excited to be able to bring that one to you too.
Next week, 7 o'clock right here on NorCal Sports TV, the Summerville Bears hoping to put the Houston Huskies with their tail between their legs back in their homes. But until then, 48-21, the Bears take another victory. I'm Levi Flores. He's Justin Flores. Thanks to the rest of our NorCal Sports TV crew. See you next week.